Nation.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Prestige Jewelry Club. You are going to want to stay tuned tonight because we have 3 full hours with our favorite guest expert, Irir Coffee, and she and I are going to travel the globe exploring some exquisite gemstones and fantastic pieces of jewelry. All that coming up on tonight's episode of the Prestige Jewelry Club. Hi everyone, welcome to the Prestige Jewelry Club. I'm your host, Anna Berry, with Irir Coffee. We've got 3 full hours tonight. Irir, are you ready?
I am.
We're going to travel the world. Where are we going to go?
Lots of places. Sri Lanka, Cambodia,
Tanzania.
Nigeria maybe. Lots
Australia?
of places. Australia with some.
We're going to travel the world tonight, taking you on a journey with some spectacular pieces of jewelry, these gemstones, how they come out of the earth, and then we get to adorn them on ourselves. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to start with my host pick. Now, Irir and I decided to pick this because not only is it beautiful, but it's also beautiful priced. It's a beautiful price, as you can see, our fabulous price, $400 for this exquisite Ethiopian opal. And the secret for this spectacular price is that this has zircons, white zircons, kind of disguising themselves as diamonds. Now, Irir, tell us how a zircon can be as beautiful and brilliant as a diamond.
Well, nature gives us crystals, and the crystal has an interaction with the light. As it happens, natural zircon has an interaction with the light that is very high. It returns a lot of the light back to the eye, just like a diamond. And this is a natural zircon, was mined in Sri Lanka, faceted. It was cut and faceted, and as you can see, there is a lot of light that comes back, that is reflected back from the stone.
Yes, there is. I mean, they look just like diamonds. I would never, ever
Right?
know.
Right.
Now, with your expert eyes, would you be able to tell, or would you have to loop it?
I would probably want to loop it. I would. Most gemologists would never identify a stone and say this is certainly that.
Right.
We'll run a couple of tests and to be sure that they're not misleading you with information that is not correct.
Well, this is exquisite, and it kind of matches this green theme which we have tonight. And look at the color play in there: the yellow, the green, the orange, the red, the purple. There's so much beauty in this. And like I said, it's a beautiful price, $400 for this 6.07 total carat weight of our Ethiopian opal. So very excited to see the lucky lady or gentleman who's going to take this home tonight, because it is our one of a kind.
Just look at the flashes of color.
Oh, yeah.
Terrific.
It's beautiful. Would you put that on our little host stand?
Oh, my
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Yes.
So remember that we will post all of these one-of-a-kind pieces on our Instagram and our Pinterest, and that's where we showcase all of these spectacular pieces that are only made for the Prestige Jewelry Club, and it's one of a kind. So if it's yours, then grab it. Give us a call. If you guys aren't already a member, you know it's absolutely free. It's so easy, and it's just a joy to have you guys a part of the Prestige Jewelry Club. We're so happy to be here. And we've got some really fun pieces to show you. So we're going to stay kind of high in that galactic spatial space.
Terrific
from the
place to be.
opal to the moonstone, right?
And they do reflect the sky. They do reflect the moon. They're kind of almost out of this world kind of a stone. It's galactic.
Yeah.
It's very cool, isn't it? Don't you see the reflection that is just so amazing?
Yes, the moonstone.
And all other stones will reflect different colors. With the moonstone, you have this incredible bluish.
Blue. Look
Wonderful.
at this. Look at that blue. It
just shimmers within
it's like
the stone.
sirens. Just
And if you
kind of
notice, it has
orbs.
different layers of the shimmer.
Oh, that's exquisite. Now, this moonstone is 4.76 carats, and we do have diamonds. We have about 0.72 carats of diamonds.
That's quite a bit.
Let's talk a little bit about the setting, Irir. This is a nice setting. It has a lot of dimension to it.
Well, it's almost like I would call a squared off type of setting. It has 5 rows of diamonds,
Right.
and the moonstone is positioned from east to west.
I like that. It's
Very,
unique.
very contemporary. Very, it's classic and yet contemporary. I think you could wear it day into the night.
Yes.
I love the way that they have black rhodium in between. So all the prongs are painted with black rhodium.
Right.
It really accentuates the beauty of the diamonds.
The white diamonds.
Right,
yes.
and the diamonds are all micro pavé, and the precision is phenomenal, beautifully done.
Did they
you
also
can see
put
row
the-
by row.
Did they also make the rhodium on the
main
crowns?
progs?
Yes,
Yeah.
I like that because it adds that depth of color.
Nothing is detracted from the stone itself. So the moonstone is shining and
centerpiece.
shimmering as a centerpiece.
This is
really.
beautiful. This is
Yeah.
$2,300. And what we do at the Prestige Jewelry Club, and Irir will explain this in depth a little bit later, but we have vertical integration. So we cut out the middleman. You get all the savings. So as you can see on the screen, you would pay over $6,000 if you were to buy a beautiful stone like this with the carat weight, with the cut, and the beauty and all that. So at the Prestige Jewelry Club, we cut all of those prices and we save you, specifically for this one, 62%. So that 62% savings you get to take with you. It's such a great deal, and we have just a team of experts here that really know what's out there on the market, and they know what the consumer wants. So happy to share these discounts with you. This next ring coming up is another moonstone. It's also going to save you 62%. It's going to be a little bit more pricey because it is a much larger stone. We are going to get 10.80 carats of this blue moonstone with over a carat of diamonds, 1.09 carats of white diamonds. This is an exquisite piece as well. It's very floral. It has a nice little floral bouquet. that's haloing this
I think it's a
moonstone.
beautiful design. Look how it's kind of scalloped, almost like a skirt going up and down.
Yes.
Think about a ballerina going and twirling around.
Yes.
And it's just gorgeous. Oh, you know, the dancers of flamenco, they have those wonderful ruffles under their skirts, and
Yes.
and this is exactly what reminds me of this mounting. And again, you have
sure does.
black rhodium.
rhodium.
So it doesn't detract from the stone. The stone is standing on its own and reflecting the light the way it was made in nature. There is nothing influencing it either way. If anything, the backdrop of the dark is giving us the full moon.
Yeah, that's so true. They say that the moonstones are the most powerful during the full moon.
Oh,
So-
we gotta give it a try.
I know. I don't know when the next full moon is. I know it was.
It was
about a
the
week
beginning
ago.
of May, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
yes. So we've got a while, but this is an exquisite ring. It has a very antique feel. The rhodium plating adds to that antique feel, but it's just exquisite.
I think it's a very, maybe antique, but at the same time, it's a very modern, very contemporary,
Really?
very contemporary
I
setting.
guess the scalloping and the rhodium adds a lot of. It just seems like something that more in the 20s that they would wear.
Except, and this is where I differ from you
Mm-hmm.
on that subject, that in the 20s and the 30s, the skirt would be very elongated and overstated and create a tremendous statement on its own.
Ah.
And here the skirt is just an accompaniment
Okay.
to the center stone. It's very, very pretty.
Well, you're the expert. I'm just the observer of the beauty, but it's gorgeous and exquisite and a really nice price for a very large stone. We have one more moonstone if you like them big. This is another very large one with talking about that very large skirt. This has orbs. This is the Saturn moonstone, I call.
True.
It has the orbs of diamonds haloing it, as you can see. It's 9.5 carats of this blue
It's a
moonstone.
magnificent stone.
And 2.15 carats of diamonds. It's lots of diamonds. I mean, Irir, you might have to look at this so you can see all that's going on in this setting. There's
There
a
is
lot.
a lot that is going on. I'm just looking for my loop so I can review a few things a little closer. And I love the design elements.
It's
you know, I
nice.
haven't had a chance to look at this ring so closely earlier. And you see the side view of the ring? We might be able to see it on the screen. Yeah. So you have almost like a double loop that is enclosing the 4 princess cut diamonds.
Yes, that's very nice.
And they create a square look to it. Again, you have the black rhodium. Excellent, excellent choice.
You're-
And why? While
I'm just loving
looking-
your fingernails, Irir.
Oh, my
Just-
fingernails!
they're just
My green fingernails.
So green. It's cute. They just,
Well-
but they really take the stage.
I read a recommendation on Consumer Report for wonderful nail polish, and I couldn't resist. When I went to see it, I saw all these incredible colors, and I said, I gotta put some green on. So hence my green.
It's cute.
Green is the color of now.
It
you
is.
know?
It's
We
the color of
are
May.
in May, and we're all blooming. I know that our property in the country is incredible right now.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to collect in flowers, whether it's going to be yellow or purple. The
Nice.
red is starting to come out. It's fantastic. It's a
Oh.
great time of the year. So
That's good. No, I like them. They just made me happy seeing them on the screen.
great.
They are so
I'm
bright.
glad to hear that.
So this is the last moonstone we have, but I just definitely wanted to tell you one more time. This is 9.5 carats of the moonstone with 2.15 carats of diamonds. Your price today is $5,300. Now, moving on from the moonstones, we are going to get into our color changing garnets. These are so much fun. They have so much personality to them. And wait till you hear the science and watch how they can truly transform from one shade to another, just depending on what light you are in. So this first color changing garnet is this very sophisticated, simple, and petite design that I love so much. This is 1.21 carats of this color changing garnet. with a little
58
over,
points of
right.
diamonds, right?
But 18 karat white gold. That's very
Yes,
nice.
that's beautiful.
Gorgeous. So tell us a little bit about the garnets and how they change colors.
Well, these garnets come from Madagascar, and they really turn colors. If you expose them to the long wave ultraviolet, they appear kind of bluish, violetish, and if you have them and greenish. And if you put them in an incandescent environment, incandescent meaning the yellow light that most of us used to have in our homes, then it interacts with that, and you have a reddish color, more of a pinkish reddish color.
Okay.
So what happens? What happens is a simple thing. You add some energy to it. Ultraviolet is energy. And the sun is giving us a lot of ultraviolet. We know it's energy because we're warm if we stand outside in the sun.
UV.
So UV, exactly, it has energy in it. So you shine the energy into the stone, and certain electrons pop from one level to another. You know that the electrons are orbiting around the nucleus of the atom. I know I'm getting too scientific here.
No, I'm learning.
But
Taking
when
notes.
that electron is charged with energy, it moves to a different orbit. When it moves to another orbit, it emits some energy, and that's what we see.
All the orbits moving.
They're moving, they're getting charged with energy. And then when you stop the charging of the energy, you don't have any
go
more
back.
ultraviolet. They go back to where they were. So they will go back to being reddish violetishy.
Well, I can see, as you can see in the screen, that has that nice kind of purple, maroon qualities, the eggplant. And I don't know if we have the footage where it changes light, but maybe we'll show that a little bit later. But then, oh, there we go. See now the blue.
The blue,
The
sometimes
cooling.
teal color or a green color.
Oh, that's-
It depends on each stone. What this particular stone is
There we
more
go.
in the blue area.
That's spectacular.
Yeah.
Now, when you
Yeah.
see the stone in person, it has almost, yes, it has the purple tints to it, and a kind of an ashy purple, but in a really spectacular way. It's a gorgeous color. And then
Right.
when you change, and then look at all these diamonds. It's a beautiful ring. Now, would you use a garnet as an engagement ring?
Absolutely,
Oh,
I
it's
think
a great-
everything goes.
This would be a great engagement ring.
Engagement rings is an opportunity to celebrate nature.
Yeah.
This is your time. This is as a woman. This is your
would be a great ring.
union.
Right.
And I think a ring with a natural stone that is really, even a stone that has color changes, even more is much more exciting. It's something that you will share between the two of you.
Yes.
Will expose your children to.
Yeah.
And have something to leave for the next generation.
Oh, absolutely. This is a gorgeous ring, by the way. When you look at the setting, it has the little, what is that, the little paisley inside there with lots of pave,
Let me look.
diamonds.
Yes, it's almost like a loop, and it has one bigger diamond in the center, and micro pave all around it.
It's exquisite.
Very pretty.
And a
very,
really
very
great price.
pretty.
It's $1,450. So
That's excellent.
if you are in the market for an engagement ring, even a graduation ring, this would be a really nice ring that has a story to it because it's a color-changing garnet. Now I want to show you another one that is also a color-changing garnet. Now we have 14 karat rose gold. This is quite a beautiful ring as well. As you can see, it has this similar kind of purple eggplant hues, but wait till you see how it changes the color when the light shifts. Now this has that wonderful little link, the loopy links of diamonds, and you're getting,
They feel almost like interlocked. Lane.
yeah, 0.93
So
carats of diamonds.
if I would make circles and I would lay them flat, they would be interlocked.
That's gorgeous. It's a very queenly, kingly ring. There we go. There's the color change. Look at that.
Wow,
that is the same
this
ring.
is a distinguished. Oh,
Look at
very
that.
good. Very, very good. That's beautiful.
It's a gorgeous ring. A beautiful ring on. It would also make a very nice engagement ring if you wanted to have something a little bit different. I would probably wear this just on my right hand, but this is gorgeous. And I love how the links go all the way around the entire ring.
Right.
You were talking about the construction of something like this, and this takes a lot of work.
This takes a lot of work. It takes a real artist to create the model itself, whether they use a 3D software, or they use their own hands to create the model. But the challenge becomes when you have different finger size, because here you don't have a little plate
All right.
to size it. So you really have to have
Perfect.
a mounting for each finger size.
Wow. Wow. Right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's very special. I thought it was very thoughtful of the jeweler to create this in pink gold, because it works with the stone perfectly.
It does. It's a really nice color.
It's a good combination.
And this is a good price too, $2,050, saving you 62%. A really nice ring, beautifully created. Again, these are all part of our one-of-a-kind series. So,
And wouldn't you say that this is very contemporary?
I would say
Very.
that's very contemporary.
Contemporary, the stone is sitting very low. There is no chance that you're gonna bang it into things. It's at the same time, I'm not so sure it's only a right hand ring. You know what the definition of right hand is? You can wear it all the time. Left hand is usually your engagement ring.
Right.
I think it could work as an engagement ring as well.
I would do both. I mean, when you think engagement, you usually think of the traditional setting of that, but not anymore. Everyone's kind of being creative on their own. So our last color change garnet. This is a really beautiful. Now this is a little bit more of the traditional setting.
Yes,
I love
yes,
this very much.
Yes, it's more important.
Yeah.
Yes, and another thing we need to notice is the size of the garnet.
Oh, it's very
Garnet
large.
don't come in very large sizes. It's not like a citrine or an amethyst where you can have a 27 carat, a 55 carat. We're talking about small stones.
Right.
Nature doesn't make it in huge stones.
And this is 2.20 carats. That's a large stone with almost a carat of diamonds, 0.96 of diamonds.
And
That's
it has
a lot of
fantastic
diamonds.
color change too.
Look at this color change, yeah. Look at that. And the diamonds really keep that cool color consistent.
It's excellent, and I like the rose gold. It also had a certain coolness to it, and I love the white gold.
Yeah, that's exquisite.
Do you see? I love the way that we do the side of the shank. See, it almost
the double prong.
the when
split prong.
when we do the split shank.
Yeah, I do like
Very
that as well.
delicate.
And the double halo.
Very delicate.
It's a beautiful ring. It's gorgeous. And the price, $2,085. Again, that's a very large carat for a garnet, 2.20, and almost a carat of diamonds, 0.96. So this is an exquisite ring in 14 karat white gold, $2,085, saving you 62%. So that was a fun little journey. Where are the garnets? Where are they mostly found?
This particular one are from
Madagascar?
Madagascar.
Okay.
But garnets can be found in a lot of different places. There are garnets in Germany, there are garnets in Czechoslovakia, there are garnets in the United States in quite a number of locations. There are garnets in many, many places around the world. And but not all of them are gem quality. And these are gem quality.
We want to take a little trip back to our host pick, this beautiful Ethiopian opal. As you can see, 6.07 total carat weight. A really affordable price for $400 because you're getting lots of gorgeous white zircons that are accenting this ring down the shank. It's exquisite. Look at that color play. Love that ring. Now, we are going to stay in Africa, and we're going to take a little trip to one of your favorite places, Tanzania.
Oh, Tanzania.
So we're going to explore the tanzanite. We love the tanzanite for many reasons. It's rare.
It's unique. There is no other stone that looked like it.
Nothing. And it's only mined there. In Tanzania.
Only mined in Tanzania.
That blows my mind. I wonder, do you think that, are they looking for that in other places? Do you think that they're going to find?
I'm sure gemologists and geologists and mineralogists or people who are interested in rock formations are looking around the world and are looking at zoisite. Zoisite is the mineral responsible for tanzanite. But so far, the only location that we have identified
is in Tanzania.
Is the Meralani mines in Tanzania, just south of the Kilimanjaro.
That makes it so unique. And look at this beautiful color. The violet, the purple, the blues. indigos. It's an exquisite ring and a very large carat. You're getting 9.30 carats of this tanzanite. It is gorgeous with 1.13 carats of diamonds, and this is 18 karat white gold. Irir, this is 18 carats of white gold.
Very pretty.
This is
very,
a gorgeous
very
ring.
pretty. And beautiful gallery. I don't know if we talked about any of the galleries today, but it has a very, very good presence. Take a look at it.
Oh, it sure does. So this is really beautiful, and the price is $10,630, saving you over 71% off the estimated retail value. Now, that's a lot. I mean, our team of experts here have estimated that you're going to spend over $30,000 on something like this, right? The carat.
Most retailers, yes.
The most retailers,
yes.
But we're vertically integrated. We're going to give this to you for $10,630. If you are a collector, this is something you should have in your collection. And if you just love gemstones, then this would be something really great. As we can see on the screen, look, we have a tweet. They're asking, what is the size of this gorgeous tanzanite oval? Okay, so Irir, I'm going to have you measure this, please. Thanks for tweeting that. I couldn't see the name. I think it was Sarah. Was that right? Thanks for tweeting that. We're going to get you that answer.
I will use the old-fashioned millimeter gauge, and it seems to be 14 by 10.
Okay,
This is a 14 by 10.
Slim-ting events. There you go. 14 by 10.
14 is the length. 14 millimeter is the
14
length. 10 millimeter is
10.
the width.
There you go. There you have it. It's a gorgeous ring. It is
now
a
you can
collector's
see
item.
the gallery on this stone, on this
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
setting.
So I'm very excited to see if you guys have any questions. You know you can tweet us at ppjctv.com. Let me show you a tanzanite beautiful pendant. This is really lovely. Again, it has that rich indigo color that we love so much, and it has lots of gorgeous diamonds. This is 9.48 total carat weight. You're going to get 8.52 carats of the tanzanite.
With a .96 of diamond. That's
a lot of
That's
diamonds.
nearly a carat of diamond.
Look at the pear-shaped tanzanite. That's exquisite.
It is a beautiful
So much
stone.
purple. So much purple in this one. This is beautiful. The chain is not included, but all the diamonds are. $9,500, saving you over 62%. It is an exquisite
I think
pendant.
we've agreed to include the chains. So we will be happy to give whoever chooses this incredibly beautiful pendant.
Great.
We'll be happy to include the chain along with it.
There you go. There you have it. There is the gorgeous tanzanite.
Oh yes, I see now my green nails on the screen. Well, I'm glad somebody is laughing.
So here is our beautiful tanzanite. It goes really well with this gorgeous tanzanite ring.
You know, what I love about
the
tanzanite is
color.
that there is no red in there.
Nothing.
It's really blue and violet blue or an area of slight colorless. And that you have to see from the third direction.
These are gorgeous.
This is just wonderful.
These are beautiful. Now I want to show you one more tanzanite ring. This one is a little bit more budget conscious, but still beautiful
I like that,
in all
budget
of its color.
conscious.
This one is, I'm kind of in love with this one. Now there's so much going on. This is 2.32 carats of the tanzanite stone with 1.15 carats of diamonds. Lots of diamonds, the baguette diamonds.
True, yes.
With the micro pave.
Very true. She knows it all. She learns so quickly.
I listen when you talk, Irir. And then the yellow prongs.
Yellow prongs.
Gold,
and
yellow
you notice
gold
that they
prongs.
used a double prong as a motif.
I
And
like
that's
that.
very pretty. Very, very pretty.
I think the yellow gold prongs add the warmth to the stones. This
It
is
adds
much more
warmth.
purple and pink.
And it adds security because it
Oh, that's good.
protects the stone. You can't always do it as a design element. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And you have to be cautious. You don't want to overuse it.
Right.
But in certain stones, it's
I love how they use this because it's just on the prongs.
it is. It's only on
there.
the prongs.
And these are very large diamonds in haloing the tanzanite.
Correct.
Those
They appear
are.
to be about 2, almost 3 or even 4 pointers.
That's gorgeous. And the price is beautiful as well, $1,350. Now, that is kind of rare for tanzanite. We know tanzanites are expensive, they're hard to find, and they're being depleted. People are really buying them up.
It's extremely popular stone. It was discovered in 1967 and was shortly brought over to Harry Platt, who was the gemologist or the stone buyer at Tiffany. He was the grandson of the original Tiffany.
Wow.
And he looked it up and he said, "Wow, this is a zoisite, but it's a bluish violet zoisite." And they immediately bought the entire thing, and they named it Tanzanite after Tanzania, where the mine is. And the world has completely been enamored with Tanzanite. It is the #1 stone of desire by Chinese and Japanese women.
Wow.
So that alone is contributing to depleting of the mine.
Right. Well, that alone means that if you are eyeing this ring at home, now is the time to buy because the prices might just go up and they might not be here for that much longer. It's a gorgeous tanzanite ring, and this one is particularly affordable for the beauty and the carat.
Truly.
So we are going to take a quick break. I want to show you one more time my beautiful Ethiopian opal for the host pick for that fabulous price of $400. I'm so excited to see who's going to take home this gorgeous ring with the white zircons going down the shank. We have 2.5 more hours, everyone, so don't go anywhere. Stay right here because we will come right back.
Still more to come on the Prestige Jewelry Club, live from Manhattan's Diamond District.
When I was a young man, well, that's just the way it was. Where I was from, you got married and you had a family. And nobody had any money. My price range was nowhere near it was between a cigar band and a Cracker Jack box. 3 kids, and 30 years later, I thought I should get her what she deserved. But I wanted to get her when we were first married. And the more I see it on her, the more I see the tolerant young lady that I married.
See more of all of our great products and prices, as well as our one-of-a-kind series on Pinterest.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Prestige Jewelry Club. We've got lots more beautiful stones coming up for you tonight. We're going to take a little trip down into the diamonds of life. We love our diamonds. They are so exquisite, and I just, like Mae West says, I don't worry about diets. The only carats that I care about are the amount of carats in my diamonds. I think
She was
that's
so right.
cute, funny, and sassy, just like her, right?
True.
So we're going to start with these gorgeous diamond earrings that I am modeling. They are so beautiful. I love the design of the circles and kind of like these floral I don't know, little accents. There's lots going on in these earrings, and you're getting 2.96 carats of diamonds in the 18 karat white gold. Gorgeous little loop-de-loops, right? All these circles.
Can you show us how it moves on your ear?
There we go. Yes.
Lovely. Very nice.
Yeah, yeah. And
Back
so
and forth.
they each, right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are very alluring earrings, and lots of circular patterns, which I think adds a lot of fun to them too. They're kind of fun and spicy, and $4,100.
Yeah, the basically two
price for
design
diamonds.
elements that I can see in those. You have the flowers, the 7 stone, and you have the circles, and they're interchanged 3 times. So it starts with a 7 stone, then you have a circle, another 7 stone to hinge the lower circles, then you have 2 circles and another 7 stone within it. So it's triple the luck.
Yes.
Because the 7 stones is called nakshatra in India. And they
Nakshatra.
consider it very lucky.
The 7.
Yeah, the nakshatra, yeah.
Ah, I wonder why.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, well,
You know, nakshatra is a design that won a lot of awards, the beer awards. It's beautiful because it allows you to put the diamonds right next to each other with no space between the stones. And it's a great way to display the stones closely together.
yeah, I love this. But they move perfectly. It's not too much attention to the ears. There's so much going on with the diamonds themselves. And I just love how this is set up so it's all kind of centered in the middle. It's just a beautiful.
Right. The length is also very reasonable. I think they're just over an inch. Would you take one off and
Sure.
we could measure it?
Yeah, let's measure this one. It is a good length. I mean, these could be simple dinner earrings. They could also be fancy dinner earrings, you know? There's
Let me see
not
if
too
I
much.
have.
Beautifully.
I have this, and we'll see if we can measure it from here to here. So we have
40.
40 millimeter, which is just under an inch and 3/4,
Okay.
or an inch and a half.
Inch and a half.
An inch and a half.
There we go. I think they're gorgeous. And they fit. It's a nice butterfly clasp, which is very good. And this is 18 karat white gold, so no allergies
So,
there.
and it sits comfortably in the ear.
Oh, very much, yeah. And it's very light too. Very light. I don't feel like it's too heavy. So
That's important in an earring because you
Sure.
want to fill your earrings because you don't want to lose them. On the other hand, you want to feel comfortable and not pinched.
yeah, this is a gorgeous earring. $4,100, saving you 67%.
That's a fantastic price.
It
Quite,
is
quite
for all
frankly.
these diamonds. 2.96 carats.
Yeah, that is it's nearly 3 carats. That's a very good price.
So I want to show us, we're going to showcase 2 gorgeous diamond rings. Now there's a lot that you're going to teach us with these, Irir, because they are not your traditional diamond rings. They have, what would you call this in the center?
Well, it's all pavé set.
So the pavé setting, all these.
Yeah, I would position it the other way. I think it may just work
Okay,
better.
so let's start with this one right here. This one is 0.91 total carat weight of this gorgeous cluster of diamonds. Look at this. So many diamonds. So this is almost a carat of diamonds. So much beauty going down the shank. Look at this. It's kind of like trees in a forest, right? Look at this. So, Irir, look at how the shank has these diamonds kind of folding down and up, leaning forward. Really beautiful. See all the dimensionality there?
Yes, I think what we have is like 5 rows of diamond. Some of them are hidden underneath the mounting, the setting of the stone. So it creates a bit of a mystery. The whole setting of the stones on the top is like a mystery setting because the way
Yeah.
you look at it, you think you're looking at one big diamond, but it's actually comprised of a lot of smaller diamonds.
Right, that's the
With
mirage.
very minimal amount of gold showing through.
From afar, you think this is one big hunkin' diamond. If you can see me right now. But when we show you the up close, you can see it has the micro pave setting.
Some micro pave on
then
the
more just
outside,
pave.
and larger stones in the center.
Larger stones, okay.
Larger stones in the center.
And lots of stones. I mean, the whole thing is diamonds. You know, even the prongs look, you can barely even see the prongs. This is an exquisite ring and a fabulous ring for an engagement ring, because look at that price, $1,625.
That is really the key to it.
This would make a spectacular engagement ring, so much personality to it, and lots of diamonds. You're almost getting a carat of diamonds in this. Beautiful. We love the 18 karat white gold as well. Now I want to show you one more.
Let's try it on a different prop.
Yeah, so this one is also very nice. This one has 0.85 carats of diamonds. It still has the cluster of diamonds in the center, but then it has like the snake, this ribbon snake action of diamonds.
Excellent, excellent.
Extending out into the shank. It's gorgeous. Look at all that. Again, from afar, you would never know. But right here, it has this nice oval shape, which even makes the diamond look bigger. Let's put this on my fingers so we can, there we go, look at that. So there we go up close. And then we're going to show you from afar how you can see it's a little bit of a mirage, a little disguise, a little, it's a seduction thinking that you have this very large ring, but then from afar, as you can see here, it's just looks like a big diamond. It's gorgeous.
Very well done.
Little hearts around it. This is a nice ring, a great ring as well for an engagement ring with that price, $1,400, saving you over 71%. Now don't go far, because we're just going to travel up my arm with this perfect accenting diamond bracelet. There we go. Hello. This is such a gorgeous bracelet. Look at the luster, the shine, the brilliance. Ooh, it's just gorgeous.
And if you notice, all the rows of the diamond are perfectly set, so they're all in one row. Each row is perfectly aligned. You have a beautiful hinge in here, which
You can't even tell.
you
really.
can't
The hinge
even
is
tell.
Very disguised.
And you have a clasp on the other side.
Very safe.
Very safe.
And I also like how you know, I don't worry about banging it. It's just the 18 karat white gold.
Right,
here.
and perhaps you want to show it, take it off for a minute and just show how the bottom of the bangle tapers nicely. So it's what we called, oh, that was a wonderful audible click.
Yes, important. You know,
So
it's
let
safely locked.
me see if the camera could pick it up. It's a nice click with two figure eight
clasps.
Safety, and the bottom of the bracelet of the bangle is slightly tapered towards the center. It has this beautiful engraving or gallery on the inside. It looks like something that the Indian call jali. Jali is piercing of stone around buildings. I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah.
You've been in Ahmedabad or you've been in Jaipur, and you've seen in the old
Middle East they do that
in
too.
the middle.
Very much.
So that looks just like a jali.
Yes, it does.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Very pretty.
Do you think that this would keep it cool since it's open here? Is this a way to cool and kind of ventilate the air when you're wearing it?
I doubt it. I think it's more for beauty, and it's to really denote a finished piece, a nicely finished piece. You don't leave it just with the stone showing from the backside. You give it also an inside. It's the little secret of the jeweler to create a completely finished piece.
I would actually I'd like to challenge us on this. I think that it might also be to cool it, only because when I've worn either big sterling silver or my white gold bangles and they're heavy and it's always hot, I take it off and my skin is just drenched underneath.
Interesting.
Maybe they keep that so it can kind of lift,
so the air
and the air
can circulate.
kind of flow
That's
through.
very possible.
Because then you do have, I mean, at the bottom you still have the base of the gold, but at the top it has the diamonds, so there's a little ventilation going on there. It's just gorgeous.
And let me just look at the top, because this is fascinating. And
Yeah, lots of little details in there.
Oh, this is really special. This is a very special bracelet. Because at first look, I'm seeing something that might look like squarish of something. And what turned out that you have across the design, you have 3 stones surrounded with a micro pavé.
Yes, yes.
I wonder if the camera could pick it up. Do we have a form for bracelets?
No.
All right, so each stone is surrounded with a square of micro pavé, and then you have 3 stones across, and then all the stones go, 3 rows go across the top of the braid.
It's gorgeous. I'm going to loop it for a moment because I want to see, yes, look at that.
Very, very nicely done.
I love looping. This is
your new discovery.
It's so fun to see all of these intricate details of these stones that the naked eye can't see. There's so much color in these too. Gosh, these are gorgeous diamonds. This is a spectacular bracelet. There is only one of these. I'm going to continue to wear it for the night. It is priced at $9,000. It is a fabulous price because remember, you're getting 4.75 carats of diamonds with 18 karat white gold. So saving you over 62%. You would definitely pay over $20,000 if you were to buy this at some retailer down the street. Now we are going to take a nice little trip to our yellow sapphire, a very cheerful, sunny, bright stone. We have 3 yellow sapphires tonight for you. It's a very healing stone. It has a lot of metaphysical meanings, of course, in India, and the beauty of this yellow sapphire. Now, here is one that is 5.11 carats. As you can see, it has a very honeycomb agave color. It is heated.
Good description. Very
right?
Good. Yeah, which is
Just
normal
enhanced.
for all stones.
Right.
It's
enhanced.
Heat treatment is such a normal thing within the world of stones that we don't even usually consider it anything special, because it either happens in the ground or it happens outside the ground with a little bit of help. It is something that is totally normal.
Right, right.
So what I like to point here, I think the stone is from Madagascar.
Okay.
And it has a traditional setting of 2 rows of diamond around the stone, with the shank has 4 stones around each side, on each side of the shank. Very traditional setting.
Yeah,
very regal, very special, good for special events.
It sure is.
Good for the evenings.
And what do you think of a price like that for a stone? This is 5.11 carats of a yellow sapphire. That's $6,000.
Well, it's considerable size, and I think the
sure
price
is.
is very good.
Oh, this next one I kind of love. This is really beautiful. This next one is another yellow sapphire. Maybe we'll play with showcasing the difference of color that these all have. But there's something really lovely about this. Now, this would be a cushion cut.
Oh no!
Is this an emerald cut?
Emerald cut.
The emerald cut. Okay, so this is the emerald cut.
Is it squarish?
No, I mean it has
Is
all
it
these
a more of an octagon?
different sizes to it.
Rectangular? Oh, it's a rectangular, and it has a modified emerald cut. So it has scissor cut in the back, and and the front has more of a step cut. The 3 diamonds on the side, they are
Very
diamonds,
large,
correct?
yes.
They're large diamonds, and they create this traditional look of trilliant. The trilliants as a cut, were invented sometimes in the late 60s. And for many years it was a trade name for trilliant. shaped diamonds. And you couldn't use it if it was for something else. But it had become almost interchangeable with triangle.
Okay. Well, that's the shape it's created.
And it was, once it was introduced, it was absolutely the king of the three stones ring.
Really?
You would see all the three stones ring, which is an old design. You see it even in the 19th century, in the 18th century. So you have a center stone and you have two stones on either side of it.
Just like this?
And once the trillion was introduced, it was like a perfect accompaniment. Let's create that navette shape or like a marquee shape, a boat.
That's why I like that. I like that because of the little navettes, the little boats off the side, giving kind of just pointing towards the beauty of this yellow sapphire. It's kind of like X marks the spot. It's really beautiful. And you're getting 6.02 carats. That's a very large yellow sapphire. It's a beautiful stone with 18 karat white gold. We love that. That's $5,500, saving you 71%. So our first stone here was 5.11 carats of our gorgeous yellow sapphire with 1.5 carats of diamonds. That's $6,775. Right here is the 6.02 carats of yellow sapphire with 0.56 carats of diamonds for $5,500. And our next stone is going to be right here. This is gorgeous. So this is 1067 is this SKU number. This is, wow, this is a powerful ring.
Oh, I think we skipped a ring. Oh, okay.
This is a powerful ring. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at all the diamonds around there. This is a very large carat of the yellow sapphire, 6.37 carats with 1.95 carats of our diamonds. Woo, 18 karat white gold. This is beautiful. Gorgeous. Irit, let's kind of dissect this setting a little bit, if you don't mind. I kind of see is it wrong for me to say it has that like South American, Mexican feel in a way because of the
It's in the eye of the beholder. I think to me it reminds me of the beautiful skirt of again, a flamenco dancer.
Oh, okay.
Do you know how the fringe on the skirt
I do.
have those almost
the
triangular look,
Vuelta,
and they sometimes add it as a fringe on the skirt, a white fringe.
Yeah.
This is really reminiscent of that. And again, remember how we were talking about negative space? And negative space here plays a tremendous role because you don't accomplish this look with bunching everything together.
Right.
You're creating it by distinguishing each design element. So you have the outside perimeter in micropavé, then you have the triangulation, and then another cushion shape around micropavé around the stone. Really quite spectacular.
gorgeous
And
ring.
if you notice underneath, in the gallery, you have the same triangles.
Oh yes, there we go. Lots of triangles.
Right there.
It's a powerful ring. 6,750 too. That's saving you over 71%, but that is a 6.37 carat of a yellow sapphire with 1.95, almost 2 carats of diamonds in 18 karat white gold, an exquisite ring. Here are our yellow sapphire stones for the night. They're so beautiful. They have such just that honey, that agave, just kind of oozing, melting, that yellow beauty. Very warming, cheerful stones. I very much love these. So we are going to change it up and we're going to go visit the world of zircons. We have 5 spectacular zircons for you. You are going to love these. So we're going to start with our emerald cut zircon. Now, I can see that this is an emerald cut. For some reason, that one was just hard for me to differentiate, but this is definitely an emerald cut and it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this blue.
Beautiful color.
Look at that color. And 6.64 total carat weight, because you're also getting lots of diamonds in here. You're getting 0.28 carats of diamonds with 6.34 carats of this blue zircon.
Right.
That is a...
These stones come from Cambodia. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. And not only that, they come out of the ground kind of brownish green.
Really?
And all you need to do is heat it up. And you have this incredible blue popping up and showing its face, similar to what's happening in Tanzanite. In Tanzanite, you had a greenish brown stone, and all of a sudden, after heat, you have a violet and blue stone. Here, you have this other type of blue, teal almost.
Yeah,
what would you
so
call
teal.
this? This green. This blue. It has a tinge of green to it. Now, you know that this stone is also pleochroite. It has pleochroism, so the light can go into the stone, breaks into different directions, and then you can see through the girdle, you'll see different colors. So one side you would see a very dark blue, another side you will see a greenish, and another side you might even see a colorless or yellowish tinge. So you need to turn the stone around to be able to see all of that, all of the direction of the color,
So
how
much
it breaks
color in
within
there.
the stone.
I see all those dimensions in the pleochroism.
Pleochroism.
Yeah, there's so much going on in this ring, and it's, again, it's not a simple design, but it's a very classic, elegant design. I love the micropave diamonds going
Micropave,
down the
very
shank.
good.
A simple shank, but they're exquisite with those brilliant diamonds, and the price is pretty fabulous. As you can see, $1,165, saving you over 62%. Now, stay right where you are, because we've got some zircons coming up. This is another gorgeous zircon with an oval shape. This is 6.17 carats of our fabulous blue zircon. Lots of beauty and brilliance here with almost a carat of diamonds, 0.98. These are beautiful. The baguettes going down the shank with we had another ring like this tonight with the very large diamonds haloing the stone.
Right, and I think the size of the diamond is appropriate for the center stone. I
gorgeous.
love the way that the yellow diamond interacts with the zircon. It pulls out the greenish part of it.
Yeah.
So you can almost, when you move the stone around, you can see the green and you can see the blue, and very ocean-like.
It is. It is
Yes.
like, what ocean would this be like? Would this be like
I'd say
The
the,
Red Sea?
Mediterranean.
the Mediterranean, right?
Very
Oh,
greenish,
it's
very
gorgeous.
very bluish green.
And the price is great too. This is another great price for this carat weight of zircon. This is $2,050. That is saving you over 62%. A beautiful stone, beautiful setting. This is exquisite. Now, one more. This is also another oval stone, oval cut of our blue zircon. A little bit less diamonds, and you
Go ahead.
are going to, you're going to get 0.56, a little over half a carat of diamonds with a 8.35 carat of the blue zircon.
Very affordable.
It's nice,
Very
affordable, right? This is only $1,700.
Yes.
Again, for a zircon, that's
And you know, even though you are heat treating the stones, you have no way of knowing what color it will end up being. So if you look at the stones that we have today, each one of them is slightly different than the other. This is the
So
nature.
much.
This is the nature of nature, that we really don't know how it will interact.
we're
and what
gonna.
it will.
I'm gonna show that exactly. So again, this is $1,700. Now we're gonna break out two large, gorgeous zircons. No, sorry. We're
This
going
is
to.
blue,
Yeah, we're gonna end with
This is blue topaz.
blue topaz. Okay. So, you know what? We are going to save these for our next show, which is coming up in about 3 minutes. So I want to save these blue topaz. We'll show you one last time these gorgeous blue zircons, so you can see how, like you were talking about, Irir, the color just changes so much with each.
Just slightly with
just
each
slightly.
one of them.
Right. Look at that. It's gorgeous.
You know, my mother used to have a brooch and a pendant.
Really?
And it was my father's engagement gift to her. And she treasured it all her life. And one of the things that I learned very young, at a very young age, was to look right through the stone. And what I saw was the doubling of the facet's edge. This is fascinating about zircon because when you're comparing a colorless diamond with a colorless zircon, you may have a very similar stone and very similar return of light to your eye. But when you look inside, a diamond will not double the edge of the facet, while a zircon will.
A zircon will. Well, that adds a lot more brilliance, right? That adds a lot more of the light to show through and the color to shine through when you double it?
It's not exactly that. It's just something that is distinguishing a zircon. It actually has no relationship to the returning of the light to the eye.
Oh, okay. Well, that was just mine making
Your
up.
interpretation.
All right. Well, this has been so much fun. So excited. We are actually, good. All right. We have, Elaine, good for you. You got this gorgeous tanzanite. I love this one. So, Elaine, congratulations to you. This is coming home with you. We love the yellow gold
That's
prongs.
the ring we were talking about with the double prongs.
This is gorgeous. So
Very
happy
lovely.
for you. Beautiful tanzanite. I cannot wait. Elaine, would you please take a picture of this and Instagram us or Facebook? We can't wait to see you wearing this gorgeous ring. Thank you for buying and
Good
congratulations. All right, everyone, don't go anywhere. We have another 2 hours tonight just for you, dedicated to some gorgeous gemstones. So we're going to take a quick break, but we are coming right back.
You're watching the Prestige Jewelry Club, live from the heart of Manhattan.
I was in such a hurry to get on the road because I didn't want to miss orientation, and I turn around and I see her smiling, but with a couple of tears running down her cheek. And then she hands me this necklace that she had had when she was a girl. The smell is what I remember most. It's sort of a mixture of peanut butter cookies and licorice. She's the only person I've ever met that liked licorice. But that's what I think of when I put this on.
Join the conversation and learn more about all of our products and pricing at PPJCTV.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Prestige Jewelry Club. I'm your host Anna Berry with our guest expert Irir Coffee, and we have a spectacular hour in store for you with some beautiful gemstones at some fantastic prices. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with our London Blue Topaz.
Wonderful color.
These are so exquisite and gorgeous. The first one, I believe, is right here, and this is going to be a very large, 15.13 total carat weight. So you're going to get 15.13 carats of your London Blue Topaz. Lots of beautiful color in there. Look at that.
And it has 0.27 of diamonds surrounding it. Beautiful treatment underneath the basket. Take a look at the gallery.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Oh, there it is.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice. You know, I mentioned it before. I'd like to mention it again. But this is the area that a jeweler gets a chance to show his artistry and his facility with the gold.
Yes.
And they create that, because usually a designer doesn't create all of the nicks and cranny of a design. This is really left to the discretion of the jeweler, and they do some miracles. They do some beautiful work underneath. It's not an important area because what you see is the diamonds and you see the center stone. But it's always nice to see that you have a beautiful design.
Absolutely.
On the perimeter,
It means
underneath.
something, especially when it's underneath and it's kind of like your little secret. But does that allow more of the light to come through when you have the open gallery like
it
that?
does. And in the old days, you may have just a couple of wires holding that basket instead of a design.
Right.
Today, we'd like to give the jeweler the opportunity to play with it a little bit and create something more substantial. So that's where the design comes from.
Well, it's gorgeous. And look at the beautiful color of the blue with the yellow prongs, adding a little bit of a hint of green. And then there's purple, lots of blue in there, indigo. And look at the price, Irir. How do you get $900 for this large 15.40 carats?
Well, we're lucky. Blue topaz does exist in very large crystals. That's the nature of topaz. It's clear topaz. So you find very, very large crystal, and you're able to cut out of it very big stones. We need to irradiate it with gamma rays in order to get the colors. We end up with two colors, either the very dark one or the lighter one, which is the Swiss
Right,
blue.
we have that one coming up next. Why did they get the name London Blue and Swiss Blue?
That is a question I don't know the answer to.
Okay. Well, maybe some of our experts here will find that out and tweet it, because we're tweeting all this fun information up there. That's kind of fun, the London Blue. So like you said, here is our Swiss Blue. Look at the difference in colors, my friends. My gosh, right? London is that rich, deep indigo colors. The Swiss is very light and bright.
Almost cobalt, wouldn't you say?
Yes, yes.
And the Swiss is much more of a lighter shade.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Okay,
At the
so
same
let's
time, they're both saturated.
focus on the Swiss. Beautiful and a very large carat, 15.13 carats of your Swiss Blue Topaz with 0.33 carats of diamonds. And a simple shank, you know, it's all about...
The 15.13 is our London Blue, right? Mm-hmm. And we have 0.27 in diamonds.
Mm-hmm. The London now and the Swiss, look at that, gorgeous. 15.46 total carat weight and $975. I just think that's such a spectacular
price
because this is such a show-stopping ring. You walk in, people are going to do a double take when they see the gorgeous colors.
True.
Look at that bright blue popping out with the green tones because of the yellow prongs, the yellow gold prongs. It's exquisite ring, $975. Both of those are part of our
And
one of a
it's
kind.
perfect with your eyes.
Yeah, I know.
I know, you have green eyes, but they often project blue.
It's magical. Mine?
Yes.
Oh yeah?
It depends on what you're wearing.
Depends on what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
This is an exquisite ring. So happy and so excited to see who's going to take this ring home. Now, speaking of big rings, we're going to show you another very large ring. Our
the
gorgeous
kunzite.
kunzite. All right, Irir, give us our little history of the kunzite.
The kunzite was named after another gemologist, well-known one. His name was, I remember the last name, Kunz. And
Jeffrey?
No. It had a kind of a German-sounding name, the first name, and he was also a gemologist in the 30s, 40s. The specimen is actually, the mineral is spodumene. Spodumene, and with the interaction with heat, it gets this incredible, very cool pink.
It is
It
cool.
is a cool pink.
But there's also, look at some of the violet tones, the lilac.
Just a hint of it. Just
A hint?
of it.
It sure is. I mean, I guess it depends on the blue light, if there's any UV or any lights, but there are lots of pinks and some.
This is a wonderful ring
colors.
for the evening.
Oh, isn't it?
I would usually wear something like that as an evening wear,
That's gorgeous.
with a beautiful dress, white dress, or
at how this-
or a pink dress. Just it will shimmer and shine. And
It sure does.
And again, this was a very clever use of the double prongs. For
Yes.
the main stone, you have to secure such a big stone.
Yes.
And I love the way that the jeweler did the gallery for the basket in both sides and underneath. And you have a wonderful row of micropave right
Yes.
around the stone.
1.18 carats of diamonds.
You know, I didn't think it was as many.
It's
but
lots.
considering the size of the stone, you have to go all around it.
Mm-hmm.
It will take that many diamonds.
Now, Irir, can you look at something with me? Now, see this layer of the gold, and when you look down at an angle, it looks like there's 2 rows of diamonds. I see that.
Then let
because
me
it looks
look
like
at
a
it.
reflection.
Let me look at it for a second.
So it
and
looks like
see.
there's 2. There's not, but it's just kind of like it looks like there's 2 because there's that reflection of that white gold band that's holding up the stone. It's exquisite. And did we mention 54.53 carats of kunzite? 54.53 carats.
You're
of
absolutely
kunzite.
right. It
Right?
does, it is a reflection.
Well, I'm glad you agree with me.
It is beautiful.
It is.
Very, very clever.
I love that. Is it clever? Because maybe to the naked eye, from afar, it looks like you have 2 rows of
I
diamonds.
had to actually look the ring in order to be able to identify that.
Right. Well, this is a great ring, $3,850, saving you 62% off the estimated.
You notice
retail
how
value.
big is the kunzite, right?
Yes.
And it comes from the same type of mines that the blue topaz comes from, and the quartz. It's pegmatite, so it allows very slow cooling and huge crystals.
That's a good thing because we love wearing these big, gorgeous rings from it. Next up, we have some spessartites. We have 3 Fanta spessartites. They call that, obviously, because of the Fanta drink that's bright
Yes,
orange, like
yes.
these stones. But the spessartite, Irir, explain that a little bit as we look at these 3 gorgeous rings. Oh, they are spectacular. Look at that bright orange. Where does it get that cheerful, sunny, lollipop orange color?
I'm willing to say that it's manganese, and it's this is also a recent discovery. It's in Tanzania, and originally most of the this color of spessartite came from Germany, and that's where the discovery was. And the name is Spessartin, which is a German name. That location was really depleted. The next location was in Nigeria. That was depleted, and now we're in Tanzania.
Yeah.
And we have this, it seems like we have good deposit and it will last for a while. This stone was formerly known as the mandarin spessartite.
Oh, really?
Right, it reminded people of the mandarin
Orange.
orange. But either way, the way to call it, it's orange color specialty. And whether it reminds us of Fanta, which is the drink, remember from your childhood? You probably didn't drink it.
I never drank it in my life, but I've eaten many mandarin oranges, and that's
Good,
what I see. I
good.
see
So
a juicy mandarin
You
orange.
relate to one of these.
Yes.
Yes.
But that is a
So it's
cheerful
really named
color.
after the Fanta drink.
Right. Well, let's start with this one. You've seen it already. It's gorgeous. It's 4.81 carats of the spectacular spessartite with 1.48 carats of diamonds. You're getting 14 karat gold, a comfort shank.
Very comfortable.
It is comfortable.
And it shows.
It's
Yeah.
thick. I mean, this is a hardy ring. You know, this is like a nice steak ring.
How does it feel?
It feels great.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a comfort shank. I love comfort shank because it used to be that the shanks had a very stiff ridge to it on either side of the ring, and kind of squared off. And in recent years, I think jewelers have learned that a woman's finger is not squared off.
Right.
And it
Nothing
doesn't have
is.
any straight edges to it.
Right.
It's really rounded and soft. And finally, there are designs for shanks that are so much more accommodating for our ergonomic fingers.
This is gorgeous. We love this comfort shank. It's thick, curvaceous, just like gorgeous women's bodies, as you're explaining. This is spectacular. Lots of big, large diamonds too.
This one has a
These.
wonderful brilliancy. Did you notice?
Yes.
Yes.
Look at that, and look at these
I would
large
love
diamonds.
to look it
Yeah, why
for
don't
a
you look at that?
second. Would you put it on
I'm
the
sorry.
pen?
Oh,
Let me pick
there we
it
go.
up. Oh, wow. This is very pretty stone. Beautiful. And I like the size of the diamond. They're significant.
They're large diamonds. They really are.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful. Very pretty design.
Well, that's a great ring for a great price, $2,775. Next up, we have another delicious spessartite. This one has yellow gold, so this really brings out the yellow and orange colors in it. It's very lovely. This would kind of make a fun engagement ring. Would you wear a spessartite as an engagement ring?
I would.
Yeah.
I would. We always forget about garnet, that garnet are not just one color, similar to other stones, tourmaline, for example. So garnet has beautiful red, very dark red, sometimes almost blackish red. Then you have stones that are reddish violetish, and then you have this incredible fantaspessartite.
That's exquisite.
You have tsavorite. It's a garnet too.
Ah.
Did you realize
No.
that? And that comes from a very similar location, close to Tanzania. It's the Tsavo Park, right across the border in Kenya.
Wow, this is gorgeous. It's a lovely ring. I mean, it has a lot of, it's just, okay, so you need to look at this a little bit closer, Reese, so you can explain the diamonds. But let's talk about the carats. This has 2.85 carats of the spessartite with a half a carat of diamonds. Going down the shank, I love how they're just kind of like laid in there with the
Right.
negative space
So-
too in between them.
So you have the cushion shape, and you have 2 diamonds on either side, and they're sizable diamonds. And then you have 4 diamonds in a channel. This is called the channel setting.
That's the channel setting.
That's a channel set. So what we do is we hold it, we create a little groove within the shank, and we slide the diamond right
That's
into
amazing. Yeah, it looks like nothing's, it looks like they're kind of floating.
it. They are floating in the channel.
They're floating in the channel. It's a beautiful color too. Lots. Yeah, I just see honeycomb when I see, it's just this yummy honey of the spessartite. Okay, this is spectacular.
It's a beautiful color.
$1,300. That's a very affordable, ring as well. So next up, we have another Fanta spessartite. This one has a lot more diamonds. This is 0.89 carats of diamonds, and you're getting 2.17 carats of your Fanta spessartite. Beautiful setting. Nice cushion cut.
Let me take a look. I think it is. Indeed, squarish cushion cut. This one has a lot of treatment of diamonds, kind of intricate. I am looping it to understand better what's going on here. So we have one circle of diamonds going around the stone. It's all micro pavé. Then you have a squarish motif right on each side of the center stone, and within that squarish, which is micro pavé, you have four princess cut diamonds, and they're invisibly set. So they create the feeling of a 3-stone ring.
Yes, they did.
Doesn't it? And just to add a little bit more of a touch, you have 2 rows of diamond going down the shank in a cut out type of setting where the prongs are shared between 2 stones, and it allows you to put the girdles next to each other.
That's a beautiful ring. It's gorgeous. And again, the price is very nice for $1,700. It's a great price for a great ring. $1,700, saving you 62%.
And you get a huge look in here, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, Irir, we're going to bring back our 2 blue topazes.
Okay.
Because we have the answer why one is London and why one is Swiss. And we are going to show the answer on the screen. It's because London's like rainy and cloudy. The irradiation can cause that in the blue topaz. That's why they create that. That's why they call it the London. And then the Swiss is for different reasons, and those reasons are
well, you know, there is no pollution in the air. There's no pollution in the air in Switzerland.
right. You can't even litter.
I lived in Geneva.
You did?
I
For
did.
how long?
I lived for 8 months.
Oh, okay.
8 months, and I've done numerous trips to Switzerland. And clearly, you're sitting right on top of the Alps. There is no pollution, and the sky.
This is like the sky,
and
the
the
Swiss
sky
sky.
is very clear.
There's our answer. I've been there too, and I remember I was searching on the floor for a piece of trash. I couldn't find even a cigarette butt.
You couldn't.
I mean, there was nowhere. It was just.
Don't search, because they don't.
It was exquisite.
They are very law-abiding citizens, and they keep their country very clean.
Well, we have explored the Fantespecifitats. Now we're going to take a little trip along the sunset for the Sunset Specifitats. These are exquisite colors, so different from the Fanta. No mandarin orange here. I call this my port or my sangria. Or you had your fire wine.
Yes.
Which I
my burnt wine.
Burnt wine.
And do you remember how to make a burnt wine?
I do. You just put a newspaper on top of it with all the sugar.
You warm up your wine. You add to it apples and cinnamon and oranges. You slice them all up. You can even put pears.
Did you put brandy in there?
I don't. I just put the wine
Just
itself, red wine. And a little bit of sugar, sometimes, as much as a half a cup. And we stir it, and everything is nice and melted. And when it's really at about a boiling stage, you light up a newspaper, and you hold it, and it lights up. And
why would you do that? What does that do to the wine?
It burns the alcohol, but it gives that incredible tast to it.
Wait a second.
So this is my burnt
no alcohol?
wine. There is, but it also interacts with the fire. So there is some remnant alcohol.
Well, it's kind of like glug. Have you had glug?
Glug. No, I did not have glug.
It's the same thing that you said, except it has brandy in it and cinnamon and a little bit of, I believe it's nutmeg. But you just don't burn it, but you heat it. It's a very nice winter.
Well, the burnt wine was introduced to me by a Spanish cameraman back in the late 70s, and that was his specialty. He would do the burnt wine every time we would have a party, and I admired it, and since then I throw a party and I put the burnt wine on the table.
Oh, I can't wait. I want to have some.
Try it.
But don't these kind of look like that? If you were to burn your wine, put a little fire on top of that.
But look at the wonderful orange and a little
pretty.
a hint of pink in there. And it's interesting that you picked the same thing with your eyes. It's beautiful. And that is typical to garnet. And even though it's not a double refractive stone, it doesn't have...
Like the zircon?
It is not. It is a singly refractive stone. But it got that coloring within it.
It's gorgeous.
So it's almost a a faux pleochorism.
But
it's not.
But it's not.
It's not.
But look at that. So this is
great color.
4.75 total carat weight of this sunset spessartite. So that means that you are getting 4.27 carats of the spessartite with almost a half a carat of diamonds, 0.48. This is the yellow gold. Okay, so we love the yellow gold with this because, like you said, it brings out that pinkish tone. Look at that, Irir. Look at that in the camera.
It is beautiful.
That is exquisite. $1,500. Hello.
Very
this
affordable.
is a wonderful engagement gift. A great graduation gift at this price. It's kind of like a how can you not? It is so beautiful. The micro pave diamonds.
Did you see how well it's made? It's
really beautiful.
The rows are so straight, nothing is out of line.
Nothing.
It is very uniform. This is a mark of good work.
This is a beautiful ring. It's a timeless design as well. I really like this one. And the other one as well has a lot of character to it. It has more diamonds. You're going to get 0.93 carats of diamonds with this gorgeous trillion. That's like a trillion pair. What would you call
Let me
it?
see it. I would call it more of a pear shape.
More of a
I
pear.
would not call it a trillion. Yeah. It's almost flat in the bottom,
Okay.
but it is a pear shape, and would
Lots of diamonds.
definitely elongate your finger.
Yes, that's
Will
beautiful.
make it look. I think it would look better on you than on me.
There we go. Look at those colors. I love that color. It's so sangria to me. Or tinto verano. So
Yeah, but
2,250.
did you notice that there is beautiful design in the diamond itself?
Oh yeah.
It's not a simple
you're
pavé,
right.
right? It's almost like a swirl.
Well, it has a pattern to it.
That's
Going
right.
down and then I don't know how to explain
And then you
that.
have diamonds in between. You
What
have lines of swirl, of micro pavé,
Right.
and then diamonds in between them.
What did you call this? We saw it earlier right here in this shank where they're kind of like floating
This
the
was
channel.
channel set.
These
I'm
are
not
channel.
sure that these are channel set. No, they're
No?
not. They're not. Oh, I see what they've done here. This is really lovely. Okay, so you have interesting how different level of setting the diamonds will create a pattern. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows that are set up above. I'm not sure. Would you put it on the form again? And then rows in between them of micro pavé that are set slightly lower, and they create
see
the
that.
illusion of 3-dimension. It's beautiful, very pretty, and a swirling effect.
Yeah, it's hard to see that in the camera, but take our word for it. This is a beautifully constructed
let the
ring.
camera concentrate on the side, and perhaps they
There
can
we go.
pick it.
Maybe that's
If
better.
we don't touch it, perhaps they can pick up on the design. There it is, beautiful. So you see there is a row of diamonds sitting a little lower, and they're interchanged. One up, one down, one up, one down.
That is gorgeous. And it's a very nice price too for a very large cut, 5.65 carats of that sunset spessartite with your 0.93, almost a carat of diamonds, 2,250. A wonderful price for a very beautifully constructed ring. All right, so let's take another trip over to my host pick. This one was our fabulous Ethiopian opal. We're going to kind of dive into the opal world and take a little trip to Ethiopia for a bit. This one was that very budget-conscious ring for $400. A lot of beauty in this because of the zircons. Those are not
Look at the
diamonds.
flashes.
Those are white zircons. Look at that beauty. $400. Saving you 54% off estimated retail value. It's exquisite. So
And again, you know, this is my new discovery of the last few months, the Ethiopian
opal.
opals, because the flashes of light are just so bold and so broad, and there is no dead spot in the stones, and it you can see the colors. It comes from red to pink to orange to blue to green of different
Fireworks.
shades to yellow. Fantastic.
it is. It's like galaxies in the universe.
And-
Fireworks on a 4th of July. It's gorgeous.
And the stones themselves are beautiful. They really
They really
are.
are.
They're nicely cabochon. They have great shine to it. Great stones.
Yeah, these are gorgeous. Well, we have two more coming up. We are going to take a quick break now, but we have two more gorgeous Ethiopian opals coming up, and Irir will explain a little bit more about Ethiopia. So we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back.
You're watching the Prestige Jewelry Club, live from the heart of Manhattan.
I was in such a hurry to get on the road because I didn't want to miss orientation, and I turn around and I see her smiling, but with a couple of tears running down her cheek. And then she hands me this necklace that she had had when she was a girl. The smell is what I remember most. It's sort of a mixture of peanut butter cookies and licorice. She's the only person I've ever met that liked licorice. But that's what I think of when I put this on.
Join the conversation and learn more about all of our products and pricing at PJCTV.
Why are our prices so low? Well, let's look at how many hands does a typical piece of jewelry change before you get to wear it. Most traditional jewelry retailers, whether brick and mortar store or a competing TV shopping network, fall in this category in how they source their jewelry. Someone mines it and sells it to someone who processes the rough into a cut and polished gemstone, including any treatments that may be required to enhance the beauty of the gemstone. This is most likely done in Asia and then sells this production to someone who is a wholesaler, stockiest of loose gemstones, who upon specific demand sells it to someone who manufactures jewelry, and then sells its production to a retailer, which may be a competing TV shopping network or a traditional store, who then typically mark up to 3 times and sell it to you. At Prestige Jewelry Club, we buy the rough from the miners, process it in-house into beautiful gemstones, put it into jewelry in our own factories, and then sell it to you directly through our website or TV shopping club. This translates into big money savings that we pass on to you. And also you get the first picks for being a member. In the end, you win big time. www.pjctv.com.
See more of all of our great products and prices, as well as our one-of-a-kind series on Pinterest.
When I was a young man, well, that's just the way it was where I was from. You got married and you had a family. and nobody had any money. My price range was nowhere near it was between a cigar band and a Cracker Jack box. 3 kids, and 30 years later, I thought I should get her what she deserved. But I wanted to get her when we were first married. And the more I see it on her, the more I see the tolerant young lady that I married.
This is our gorgeous Ethiopian opal with white zircons. This is my host pick because it's spectacularly beautiful and spectacularly priced for $400. You are getting 4.32 carats of this gorgeous oval white Ethiopian opal. Look at the color play in there, the greens, the blues, the pinks, the reds. Exquisite. And then you have 1.75 carats of white zircon, kind of disguising themselves as diamonds as they just lightly...
Well, it's natural zircon. They're not diamonds, they're zircon.
I know, but people want diamonds, and some people don't know that zircons kind of look like diamonds when they're white like that.
Very similar to diamonds.
So if that were diamonds with those carats, this would be a very expensive ring. So,
very true.
$400. That's very affordable, and it's exquisite. We love the opals. So we have 2 opals to show you tonight. It is so nice because of the color play. You are just like floating in this galactic, it's like a different world, like a different planet. They're planetary stones. So let's talk a little bit about the opal.
Well, opal are found in hard rock, usually sedimentary rock. Sedimentary, what does it mean? It means on the side of rivers, where it kind of, the sand got compacted. And the opals is found within the layers of the rock. And in most cases, it's rather thin. So you can cut a lot of opals out of thin layer of that material. Now, the opal itself, contrary to all other stones, is not a crystal.
Ah, okay.
It's not a crystal. It's an aggregate, and it's permeable to water. It will absorb other liquids.
You need to be careful if you take a shower, right? Or do the dishes with it.
I would not. But in nature, it contains about 40% of it is water.
Wow.
Within all the layers of almost glass-like silicate that are, if you could imagine little tiny little balls all bunched up in layers, and then the water seeps in between them. And when the light hits it, it breaks into the prism, and you have this wonderful play of color.
Look at that. Look at the golds in there. Now, this is our gorgeous 8.06 carats of our Ethiopian opal. You are getting as well 1.35 carats of diamonds. I love the square shape of the diamonds to kind of counteract the circle, oval, cabochon.
Oh, you mean
the square halo, or the square
halo, or the 2 rows of diamonds,
the 2
the
rows
double
of
row of
diamonds in the square shape.
Yes, very, very good compliment. You know, in design in general, I think what we find that the eye is drawn is when we have contradictions, when we have contrast, when things are not the same, because if it's square with a square, nothing interesting here. But when you have a round with a square, and then you have a little bit of a hairline in between the 2 rows, it creates suspense. And it creates interest.
Right, and the squares have a little bit of a rounded quality to them as well. They're not straight on.
They're almost cushiony in shape. You see, it's slightly rounded on each one of the edges.
Oh, this is a gorgeous ring. Look at that. It's like the honey color inside with the greens, the pinks, the purples. Such a beautiful ring. So this is $3,300. You would absolutely spend over $8,000 if you were to buy this at some of the fancy stores.
At most retailers. And you know, one of the things that distinguished the Ethiopian opal is that we finally were able to find layers of opal in depth. In the old days, all you could get is very narrow and thin layers of opal. So we created those small stones that didn't have any nice cabochon to it. The cabochon definitely adds a dimension to the play of color. And without it, if we were to cut the stone flat, we wouldn't have as much a play of color.
Really?
The cabochon, the shape itself, is contributing to the ability of the light to break into the prism of colors.
That's good. I'm so glad because I love the cabochon. It's so smooth and
it's
soft.
tremendous privilege. You know, from this direction, I see incredible fire.
Yes.
Incredible fire.
Even below, like, I mean, I can see it coming through the pavilion below. This red color. Do you see that?
And well, it's hard for the camera to
I know, the
capture
camera
it.
can't.
But if there is an opal lover out there, this is the ring
This
to be
is
had.
a great ring.
This is a ring to be had.
You know, opal is from the Greek word opalos, meaning to see a change of color. That's where we get the word. And it's a very old stone, very old.
Well, obviously, if the Greek knew how to call it, they have discovered it a long time ago. Yes, and it has been mentioned in many places. You know, it was so popular in the turn of the century, around 1910, 1920. The 20th century, the turn of the 20th century. I forget that we're in the 21st century.
We are.
And it was used a lot in designs by Lalique, by Louis Comfort Tiffany, beautiful Art Nouveau designs. Delicious stuff.
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of images from collections that were made back in the 1910, 1920s.
Well, we should bring that. We should look at that sometime. This is beautiful. Again, so this is our, I guess we're going to move on. Yeah, let's move on. So that was 3,300. The next one is a little bit less expensive. You are going to get 7.63 carats of your Ethiopian opal with 0.98 carats of diamonds, almost a carat of diamonds. Look at the difference of color. You're going from like this green golden color to this nice blue purple. It's spectacular. $2,700. Beautiful bouquet of diamonds around with this.
This one too has a wonderful fire to it, and great green flowing from one side to the other. But the body color is more bluish. And the other stone that we looked at was more orangey in color. So this is what nature doned us, you know, it gave us that. And again, it's a high dome, needed for the color of the play of color. I think it's a great cut. And I love the way that the diamonds are played around it. You have an oval, one row of micropavé, and then three, almost creating the sense of three stones ring, with three scallop sitting right on each side of the shank.
It's a beautiful ring from afar too, because look at that.
It shows. It really
shows.
does show.
I mean, it is a show-stopping ring. I mean, it would truly stop traffic. It really is.
And you know, you need light in order to see all that play of color. Because if you put it in the dark, there wouldn't be as much of play of color. So we have this, and we have moonstone that require light in order to show us the play of color. And you have one more thing, amalite.
Yeah. Amalite.
It requires a light in order to show us the play of color.
Look at that. I just love it against, look at my green behind me. I just love it from afar. I mean, it's beautiful from up close, but it's also beautiful from afar because it has that glowing quality to it. What a gorgeous ring, $2,700. This is a one-of-a-kind ring. I'm so excited to see who's taking it home. So we will complete our opals right now, and we will move on to some spectacular yellow diamonds. These are beautiful.
Lovely diamonds. Most of the yellow diamonds today come from Australia, from a particular location in Australia. It's called the Argyle Mines, and they are in a zone north of Perth, north of Broome, on the west side of Australia, west north of Australia, or west middle of Australia. And we are so lucky. These are mines that were discovered in the late 70s or maybe early 80s. I can't recall exactly.
Okay.
And brought us this incredible colors in diamonds. You have pink diamonds, you have yellow diamonds, you have blue diamonds. Some of the stones are so tiny and are only appropriate for pavé. This is relatively big size for the Argyle mines in Australia, and we have lovely sizes in the both yellow diamonds. So the first ring has a center with 0.55 carat, and it's surrounded by 0.77 in diamonds, in white diamonds.
Gorgeous.
And
I'm going to
yeah.
put it on my left finger because this would make such a gorgeous,
Beautiful
engagement ring.
Yes.
Look at this. And look at how the shank enters
It's a twisted shank,
and then
right?
twists and exits a different way.
Exactly.
It has a very Indian quality to me. It has kind of that the blossom, the swirling, that feminine little Middle Eastern tinge to it.
Somewhat. Twisted shank is always something that...
You don't think this has looks like an Indian design?
An Indian design? Not particularly, because it's really a classic design. I would say that this is a classic design with a twisted shank. Twisted shank, they come and go. There is popularity of it in one year.
Not just
and
with the
then-
shank, but this kind of teardrop, this...
I think if it was really Indian design, you would have the diamonds a lot closer to each other. They would go for the big show of diamonds. They wouldn't distinguish the two rows of diamonds. Perhaps I'm wrong. I haven't seen a lot of designs like it in India, but things may have changed. I like the design. I think it's...
I do too.
I think
love
a twisted shank always has a place. It's beautiful. It's elegant. It's very pretty, and it's very comfortable. Was it comfortable?
It is very comfortable. Yes, very comfortable on. It's gorgeous on. Oh, I love it.
And you notice that it has a direction because of the point, and it works well with your fingers.
That's gorgeous.
And you would think that this is too small for you? I don't think so. I think this would work.
I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't complain if this
You
was
wouldn't
mine.
complain. Good.
No, I would be very happy with this. $3,800 too. That's a spectacular price because we know diamonds are expensive, especially yellow diamonds. And you're getting 1.32 of the total carat weight. That is 0.55 carats of that yellow diamond, 0.77 carats of your white for $3,800. We'll leave this out here if you want to take another look at it before we move on. And next we have another gorgeous, intense yellow diamond. Just very different design. Lots of ovals and circles here. Classic center. As you can see, 0.61 carats of this yellow diamond. It's gorgeous. And lots of, 0.77 white diamonds.
Of diamonds around it, yes. It has a distinct yellow to it. And I think that we can call it a fancy intense yellow. Great color. You see how it picks up the lemony. And, I mentioned to you before that all you need is a little bit of nitrogen to interfere with your carbon atoms. And all of a sudden you have this wonderful yellow diamond, distinctly yellow diamond.
Look at that. It is so gorgeous on. Beautiful ring.
Just a trace element of nitrogen. Yes.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference because diamonds are all carbon. There's just nothing but carbon in there.
Wow. Gorgeous.
And yet you don't.
There they are. Did you have a diamond ring for your wedding?
Yes, I did.
You never wear it. I've never
I
seen
don't
it.
because I've put on a lot of weight and I don't feel comfortable wearing rings.
Really?
Yes.
I think you look great in rings.
Thank you. I will try to wear some.
Yeah. You can always resize it. Right? I know. These are really nice. And it's so amazing. Like when I got pregnant, my hands and feet just swelled up so much.
So
I went from a size 10, big feet, to a size 11. I couldn't fit into anything. None of my rings fit. It was
That is, I think our viewers would probably echo the same thing.
Yeah.
Those who were pregnant,
Everything changes.
Our feet and our hands all swell up, and
Yes, they do.
it doesn't always go back.
No, that is true. My carpal tunnel went back, thank God. That was very painful. Anyway, so so let's take another trip to my host pick. One more time of this gorgeous Ethiopian opal with a very gorgeous price as well for $400. We love these so much.
I would love to go to Ethiopia and see those mines, because the quality of those opals is so unique. There has to be a real treat in getting to those areas in Ethiopia. Besides, Ethiopia is an intriguing place.
I love the food.
Queen
Do you like the
Sheba,
food?
right? She came from Ethiopia. I love the food. It's a little too spicy for me.
Oh, really?
But
I love it, the injera bread.
and I love food that you engage with your fingers.
Me too.
It reminds me of childhood when we didn't know anything about forks and knives and everything was allowed.
Yes.
There are many cultures in the world that eat with their
I prefer it.
fingers.
I prefer
and there
it.
is something so elementary and so wonderful about it. So tactile.
Yeah,
To
you
feel
taste
your
it better.
food as well as taste it.
Yeah.
So, yes, without further ado, let's take a trip to Ethiopia as soon as we can.
I would love to. I love Ethiopian jazz too. Good music, good food, beautiful people. All right, so we have one more yellow diamond. They just surprised me with this spectacular one. We love this. Now, would this be this is the classic cut diamond, and it has 0.67 carats of this fancy intense yellow diamond with 0.56 carats of the white diamonds. Beautiful for $3,400. I love it how it has the stairs of diamonds kind of leading up to the center stone.
I see what you're talking about. It's the steps, and so you have a row of yellow diamonds surrounding the center stone, and then another row of white diamonds. All of it is micro pavé. What a task!
Do you think that this yellow gold makes the yellow diamond look bigger from afar? I think it kind of does.
I think it helps. It adds a dimension to the ring.
I mean, look at that. From afar, it looks like that yellow diamond's much bigger.
It's difficult to distinguish the center from the first row of diamonds. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yes, I think you have a point. I think it's a wonderful and clever way of setting the center stone. Because this whole design is pretty.
It's a gorgeous
and
ring.
it makes it affordable.
Yes, it does, for $3,400. I want to show all three of our yellow diamonds here so we can see exactly what we've been playing with tonight. So beautiful. Can't wait to see who's going to take these home.
So all of these are fancy intense yellow, which means that of the scale of the DEF color grading of the GIA, it means that the color was identified as fancy intense yellow. Yes, and if I'm not mistaken, we have certificates for each one of those.
That's great.
And I think the combination of the mounting in each particular ring, wonderful accompaniment to the center stone. They can all make wonderful engagement ring.
Yes, they would. Yes, they would. So excited to see who is taking these home. So let's take a little trip back to Kenya for the Savarite. We have a nice Savarite. Give us a little history
Remember
lesson.
we mentioned about garnet. Oh, history lesson. Ethiopia, and then you have Kenya, and then you have Tanzania. So it's all in Eastern Africa, East Africa. And it seems that that whole region, that whole below the Nile area had endowed us with the most fantastic stones ever. Tanzanite,
Such color.
spessartite,
The
tsavarite.
orange, the purple, the green.
The tsavarite is a garnet. And it's a garnet that was infused during the creation of the crystal with chromium. And it gives us this rich, rich green color.
This is
Wonderful.
gorgeous. Gorgeous
Wonderful.
stone.
And again, because it's a garnet, it doesn't grow into huge sizes.
But this is huge, Irir.
Considering
This is
this is huge.
4.45
this
carats.
is huge for tsavarite.
Lots.
Very
And then
hard to find
You're
big
getting
stones.
1.80 carats in diamonds. Look at those baguette diamonds. You just want to dip it in butter. gorgeous.
Dip it in butter. Is that a corn?
Well, because it's baguettes.
Yes.
I love a French baguette. Oh, I mean, I think we should do a jewelry show and a cooking show. I always get so hungry talking about baguettes and carrots and
Well, they're really
burnt
suited.
wine.
They complement each other because we're talking about colors in food and color in stones.
Yeah.
and it's all about the senses. This is.
It is.
There is a certain erotica that is involved in gemstones and in cooking and in food, and it all could be meshed together and create a wonderful show of the jewelry in the kitchen.
That's a good idea. We should do that. We should wear really fancy jewels on our fingers and eat with our hands and see how that, adds. I know, I'm just going off about that. I just love this
Just
Savorite.
don't do the dough with your ring on the finger.
I wouldn't. Can you? Oh, isn't that horrible?
I cannot imagine what it would be like to clean a ring from all the dough.
Well, women, we're always putting on our lotion too. I do that all the time with my rings, where I put on lotion, then afterwards I got all the lotion underneath the shank. It's annoying.
Unfortunately, when you
Band.
put the lotion right on your ring, you take away the brilliancy, you take away the wonderful shininess, and so that's not a good idea. I would highly recommend, Anna, that you take your ring off.
I know.
You know,
I forget sometimes.
put your cream on, and then put the
forget.
the ring on.
This is gorgeous. Look at this color. Oh my gosh, all of those diamonds. Now we have a row of diamonds haloing the stone and then the baguette, so it looks magnificent, like a peacock. It's
Right, and
spectacular.
that is very much a ballerina setting,
Yes,
or
a
similar to
tutu.
a ballerina setting. In the old days, I think about 25, 30 years ago, what you would do is you would take your baguette and put them in channel set, and would have a movement to the whole
Nice.
look that will create a scallop edge to it, and it would be like a tutu. So that's why it was called a ballerina. This is much more of a flat setting. It doesn't have the movement of the up and down. Much more modern interpretation. In the old days, they would have never put a row of round diamonds around the stone.
I like that.
And
I
I like it
and
very
it's lifted
much.
up too.
It lifts the stone. It gives it importance. I think it's a wonderful interpretation.
This is gorgeous stone. For $5,100, again, you're getting 4.45 carats of this Savorite garnet.
Look at the gallery underneath.
Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, so we'll showcase one more stone before we take a quick break at the end of the hour, a few minutes left. I think this is one of my favorites. I think we did this a few days ago, and this ring, the chrysoberyl. Chrysoberyl.
And this is a cat's eye chrysoberyl.
Cat's
Cat's eye.
Cat's eye.
Cat's
Yes.
eye. Do you see the cat's eye?
I do. The cat's eye chrysoberyl. I thought it was
Right.
a chrysoberry like me.
Chrysoberyl.
Chrysoberyl.
Barrel. Right, you got it. This is a stone from Sri Lanka, and a very important stone. It's considered a stone that stimulates the brain, stimulate the
obviously need
ability
it.
of someone to think.
I so need this stone.
Really a great looking stone.
It is, and I love the rose-cut diamonds around it.
It is. It's beautiful, and you notice how many rows, and how they scallop over each other.
I love that part.
So each row is
rows.
perched right on top of the next row,
Such a beautiful design.
and this is all handmade.
I love that.
This is made in a particular area in India, and it's made by hand, and the jeweler creates the setting for each one of these stones and then put it together.
I love
It
that.
is quite a work of art.
Well,
Each one of
explain-
the stone, you notice that they're rose cut.
Yeah, explain that rose cut to us.
Well, a rose cut is a very old cut. Before we discovered that there is a wonderful optical properties to diamonds, that if we maximize it, it will return most of the light back to our eye. So in the old days, what they have done is they cut simple facets on top of the stone, so usually either 3 or 9, but they would come and create a tip, an apex to the diamond. And very old-fashioned cut.
I love it.
It was, you could see it in jewelry dating back to the 5th century. That's how old the cut is. Many of the old jewelry of the Tsar or the different kingdoms in Europe had a lot of rose cuts in it.
Gorgeous. This is
And as jewelry has evolved, as the understanding of gemology has evolved, as we realize that if we cut it flat and we cut the diamond in a particular angle, the light will just go into the stone, over to the next side, and then back to our eye.
Wow.
So the angle of creating the facet became very, very important. And so now we cut the diamond in a different fashion.
I love it. It's gorgeous. Now look at the fact that we just posted on Twitter, Irir. It says the chrysoberyl is a cat eye gemstone that's green by daylight and raspberry under artificial light.
Oh, this is a color change one.
Wow. I would love to see that. It is so gorgeous. $2,750 too is a spectacular price for what you're getting in this beautiful 2.31 carats of your chrysoberyl, your cat's eye chrysoberyl with these gorgeous rose cut diamonds. You're getting 1.90
carats.
carats.
Is right in the center of the stone, and that's very unique.
It is. This is beautiful. So we want to leave you with this. We're going to take one trip back to our Ethiopian opal, our gorgeous opal, for that really great price of $400 with the white zircons, the 14 karat white gold. So wonderful to all the people who bought tonight. We're so happy for our new members and the lucky people who took advantage of these great products. We have one more hour, Irir and I, and we're going to take a quick break, but we are coming right back.
Join the conversation and learn more about all of our products and pricing at PPJCTV. You're watching the Prestige Jewelry Club, live from the heart of Manhattan.
I was in such a hurry to get on the road because I didn't want to miss orientation, and I turn around and I see her smiling, but with a couple of tears running down her cheek. And then she hands me this necklace that she had had when she was a girl. The smell is what I remember most. It's sort of a mixture of peanut butter cookies and licorice. She's the only person I've ever met that liked licorice. But that's what I think of when I put this on.
Join the conversation and learn more about all of our products and pricing at PPJCTV. Still more to come on the Prestige Jewelry Club, live from Manhattan's Diamond District. Join the conversation and learn more about all of our products and pricing at PPJCTV. watching the Prestige Jewelry Club, live from the heart of Manhattan.
I was in such a hurry to get on the road because I didn't want to miss orientation, and I turn around and I see her smiling, but with a couple of tears running down her cheek. And then she hands me this necklace that she had had when she was a girl. The smell is what I remember most. It's sort of a mixture of peanut butter cookies and licorice. She's the only person I've ever met that liked licorice. But that's what I think of when I put this on.
Join the conversation and learn more about all of our products and pricing at PPJCTV. Still more to come on the Prestige Jewelry Club.
When I was a young man, well, that's just the way it was where I was from. You got married and you had a family. And nobody had any money. My price range was nowhere near it was between a cigar band and a Cracker Jack box. 3 kids, and 30 years later, I thought I should get her what she deserved. But I wanted to get her when we were first married. And the more I see it on her, the more I see the tolerant young lady that I married.
See more of all of our great products and prices, as well as our one-of-a-kind series on Pinterest.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Prestige Jewelry Club. What a fun night. We have one more hour left tonight, and I'm so excited. We have some beautiful stones, and we're gonna break out into some even more beautiful. We got some rubies and some emeralds coming up. So we are going to start off with a big vivacious stone, our fabulous kunzite. This is a lovely, very large 55.89 carats of our kunzite. Look at that beautiful, beautiful stone. I love everything about this. The lilac, the pink, it's spectacular. $3,700. Irir, how do we get this carat weight? This is massive.
Well, it's a pegmatite pipes. The last of the magma to cool off. And it's a very slow process, and as a result, we get very large crystals. So you've seen crystals of citrine.
Quartz.
They're huge. Amethyst is huge. You have kunzite. You have blue topaz.
Is this a quartz?
No, it's a spodumene.
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 Spodumene. Okay.
Spodumene. And
spodumene. Okay.
Right, and I think in this case again, it could be manganese that is giving it the color. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a gorgeous color, very unique. It's not repeated in any other stone in nature.
Right. I've never seen anything like this.
The only thing that may come close to it, I think, might be a pink sapphire, but it will never be in a size like that. It's tiny little stone.
Right. Oh, that would be nice.
And I doubt it would come to this color.
It's beautiful.
So this is a wonderful stone to wear for an evening. I wouldn't wear it during the day. I would wear it really as an evening.
Absolutely. It's also almost a carat of diamonds, Irir. You're getting 0.97 carats.
That's wonderful.
Look at those
and
big
that's
diamonds.
a cushion cut. And I like how in a big stone like that, I think it's kind of important that the row of diamonds will echo the shape of the main stone.
Right, I agree.
There is a beauty in it.
It's a gorgeous ring. I wish we could just like stand
And
back
look
so
how
you could
close
see
the diamonds are set to the stone. Very, very close.
Look at that from afar. Oh, I mean, it's a statement ring for sure. Look at that. I love it. I love it. It's gorgeous.
Very pretty.
So $3,700. That's our fun
Look, the
kunzite.
lotus is having a little play here. If you look at the side of the basket,
I see.
you see a little lotus. And you can even see that reflection through the stone.
We have
if you
two.
try hard.
We have our oval
So
cut
one
as
is
well.
oval, one is cushion.
Look at that.
And you see the
Both
stone
beautiful.
is so big that you have to support it with
Yes.
with a shank that is broken into 3 parts.
Yes, you do.
Otherwise, you know, the setting would be wobbly.
It's not
or
wobbly.
would not support a big
Right.
stone like that. It's
Gorgeous.
great,
Those
beautifully,
colors.
beautiful.
Mwah. You just want to kiss it. It's so sweet. Okay, so
Only
speaking
Anna
of,
would do that.
I know.
Stones kissing each other.
They just wanted to kiss each other. They're like these luscious lips. Speaking
True.
of kisses, this is kind of these next 2 rings are definitely just like gulping a margarita down. You have these nice little lime qualities, our lemon quartz. They're just so exquisite, brilliant with these colors, and they're massive stones. We'll start with our oval, well, they're both oval. So we'll start with the
But one
smaller.
is designed more pointy, so let me see the second one.
That's the second one.
yes.
This is the first one. Yeah, you're right. This one is a little bit thicker of an oval. This is such a fun ring, especially for a middle finger ring. Flip someone off with this finger and they'll definitely remember that moment. Look at this. Okay, 25.25 carats of this lemon quartz. You're also getting lots of diamonds. You're getting 0.27 diamonds, but they're large diamonds around the stone. Now, this is a lovely filigree.
You could call it filigree, you could call it a pierced mounting. I'm not sure what we can call it. A filigree is usually a twisted wire.
Oh, okay.
And it's done by hand. This is not exactly a filigree. I like that it has a design in it. If you notice, it has a design of a lotus on each side of the shank.
Yes.
And so it has the flowers, wonderful. You can see it now in the image on the screen. The five petals of the lotus, beautiful.
Gorgeous. And it's a gorgeous size too, because quartz come
Right,
in very
because
large
quartz
sizes.
come in large sizes, and us human, we love size. We are not very satisfied when things are small and minute and miniature.
Right, and for that price, $1,045, it's a good price for a very large stone of that lemon quartz.
And
Remember,
talking about food and jewelry, you know, here is another similarity with us human. We like bigger stones, we like bigger food,
true.
bigger dish. Who gets the bigger part,
I know,
right?
I know. But doesn't this kind of look like a lemon lime? I mean, I
It
feel
is
like
a
I want to
lemon
cut
lime.
it in half
It is
and
a
just
lemon lime.
squeeze it.
Goes well with my green.
It does. It does. Well,
I know it makes you laugh, but it goes very well with
not
my
gonna
green
show you.
nail
We're not
polish. I'm not going to show it.
there we go. I think they're great. So these are our 2. They're both, they're show-stopping rings. I love them as a middle finger ring. This one will be right here. These are one of a kind, obviously. You'll never find a ring like this anywhere else in the world. Such a statement ring, so beautiful. Like we were talking about earlier, the kind of contradiction. So the oval here and then the diamond around it with these beautiful little diamonds on the outside.
On every corner,
Isn't
right.
that nice?
I think it's a very smart design.
It is. It's
Because
perched up high.
again, you're creating a design by bringing contrast, by
Yes.
by creating tension between the oval and the very sharp and squared off marquee. You wouldn't appreciate one without the other.
Beautiful. $1,300. A great price for such a statement ring. A very large carat, 30.60 carats of your lemon quartz. It is a one of a kind. We will also post these on our one of a kind series, which will be on Instagram and Pinterest. We have some really nice rubelites coming up. I love
rubelites are lovely. Very
We
nice.
are showing, I believe it's, no, we have 3 rubelites. So I'll lay them out here so we can just see these. These are like my lollipops. They have such that yummy pink quality to them. Let's
True.
start with the Big Mama. This one is gorgeous. You're getting 12.10 carats of this faceted oval rubelite with 0.47 carats of diamonds in 14 karat yellow gold. That's a large carat. Beautiful. Look at the lotus.
It is. Oh, it got the same pierce design. Very nice.
Let's show this on a finger because it is such a lovely ring on your hand. Look at that, gorgeous.
And look how mounting changes the look of things. If this was in a formal white gold setting with a very thin shank and a row of diamond going down the shank, you would say that this is a very dinner-like or evening. This makes it acceptable to wear it during the day.
Yes.
It's a fun ring.
It's a fun ring. That's the word to describe it. Very fun. Just want to lick it like a lollipop.
And now that I'm looking at the price, it's affordable fun.
$1,700. That's a great price. You're getting 12.57 total carat weight. Look at the color.
Oh, look at this is wonderful because in the image on the screen, you can see the dichroism of the stone. You can see the areas where the stone is pink and brown and kind of yellowish. And each direction gives you a different color. And that reminds me again to talk about lapidary work. Lapidary is the area that gets the stone, gets the rough from the mine. They look at it and they have to decide, how do we cut that stone? And that's where miracles happen. That's where knowledge and aesthetics and beauty and of course finance all come into play, because the lapidary is the cutter, the stone cutter, is the one who makes the decision, how is that stone going to be cut? So had he cut that stone in the long direction on the original crystal, we would have had a brown stone that hardly any light goes through it. So he studied the stone, he studied the crystal, he found the axis where you have the most pink, and he cut along that. Now, a brown stone would not bring us any money and would not bring any buyers either. Nobody would want to wear it. A dark brown stone that barely allows any light into it. But a pink stone, that's a different story.
Yes, it is. These are lusciously pink. These are gorgeous. Look at this next one I read. It is like a little ring pop. Do you remember the ring pops that you wear on your finger and you just, kind of suck on them? Little kids do it. It's literally like a ring, but it's a candy ring.
Oh, and then it changes colors, or the layers reveal themselves?
No, I mean, you just suck it off. I mean, it's just literally a lollipop on your ring.
I never allowed my kids any ring pops because there was sugar in it.
I know, lots of.
So I raised my kids. They were deprived of sugar.
Oh, good. Really? Wow. No cookies?
No
ice
cookies,
cream?
no candy.
No ice cream?
Ice cream, yes.
Okay.
But,
There's sugar
on special occasions.
Okay. Well, this is gorgeous. This is our 10.03 carats of our rubellite with 1.84 carats of diamonds.
Now, see the pink in here.
Look at that pink.
Yes,
that is
that
beautiful.
crystal
See the
was
difference.
really rich, and again, the jeweler, the lapidary did a fantastic job cutting it and catching that pink in it.
Yeah,
this is lovely.
It's priced at $6,500.
No wonder.
Because you would spend over $17,000 if you were to buy this at the store down on Madison Avenue, down in Soho. But look at the beauty from these white diamonds just piercing out of the stone. Allowing I guess we have 2 baguettes going down the side with
let
3
me see. Yes,
princess cuts.
2 steps of baguettes going down the side, and then you have princess. Or is that round? I can't. I have to.
You look.
I actually have to loop it.
Loop it.
Loop it. I'm looping the stone. No, the 3 rounds.
Oh, 3 rounds. Okay. What's the
3
difference?
rounds between
Princess cut and round.
princess cut are squarish. They have a very wide table, and most of the faceting is done on the bottom of the stone in the pavilion.
It's beautiful, though. It's a great price, too, for this gorgeous quality of this pink, luscious rubellite, $6,500. Our last rubellite is very budget conscious. It's very nice pink. I mean, I think this is the brightest pink out of them all.
I agree.
It's a much smaller stone, but
I agree.
goodness, it's a beautiful design. See it on. It's 3.52 carats. of the rubellite with 0.8 carats of this gorgeous diamond.
So the diamond presence is just on the shank, but what you get is this fantastic color.
Yeah,
and this is the color we always want to have in a rubellite, and not always lucky to have it. Not every crystal has it. As a matter of fact, it's a rather rare color, and the bigger the stone, the more pink it is, the more it fetches. So the price can be really astronomical for that color in a large stone.
Well, this is not astronomical. This is $1,200. It's a very good price for such a beautiful ring. Irir, will you look around the ring and kind of talk us through what's going on? Because there is a lot of action with this.
There is a lot of
detail.
action. I wonder if the camera could pick that up, or perhaps in...
Yeah, we have it right there.
Oh yes, so you can see the braiding on the shank, on the side of the shank, to add some kind of an element of design, and then again on the top, you have the little beads.
Yeah, those are beautiful. The little beads, little dots.
Tiny little beads, and they almost represent diamonds. They're not, but they create that look of a shine, because it's much easier to polish a bead to give some reflection of the gold, and when you do that, it gives some depth to the design around the stone.
It's beautiful. $1,200.
This is a beautiful pink. That is a true gem quality pink tourmaline.
Yes.
A rubellite.
Now we're going to kind of shock you a little bit, because this next one, God, it's so gorgeous. It's so fun how we go from that bright pink. Don't forget that color in your mind, that bright pink. Wait till you see this sunset spessartite. Talk about a difference of color, but this brilliance and beauty. We were earlier talking about our burnt wine, but this is more like, I mean, this is a sangria color. You know, a really, really fruit-heavy sangria.
Oh my goodness.
A nice
this
brandy.
Is very, very nice, very deep.
Gorgeous. And so you're getting 4.65 carats of this sunset spessartite with almost a carat of diamonds, 0.99.
0.99, yeah.
Lots of diamonds. Irir, if you want to admire that beautiful ring,
May I?
all you.
I'd like to borrow my loop. I like to see what's there.
The yellow gold
this
prongs
is beautiful.
help open up the orange and red quality.
And here is again, you see, on the side of the shank, you have two rows that are low, and the center row is slightly up. And you notice how it creates a wonderful image.
Yes.
It creates that step at the
It's
same
like the
time.
Eiffel Tower.
Well, it also gives you a three-dimensional feel for the ring. It's richer, much richer than if you had done 3 rows all at the same level.
Right.
Here is another area where it's interesting, because you're talking about an oval stone. And one of the lovely things that I like about what we do is that we create the contrast with the setting. So the diamonds are in a cushion-like, square cushion shape around an oval stone. And they really bring the color out of that stone.
They sure do. Oh, it's gorgeous. Sorry, cameraman.
And did you notice that there is one more place with diamonds? And it's not in those 2 rows?
On the band.
Exactly, on the band itself, facing north and south. And that is an area that normally you wouldn't see. It's hidden. It's a little secret that you have. And there it is. Yes, we can see it when you're wearing the ring. Lovely.
Gorgeous
very,
ring.
very nice ring.
$2,200. A great price.
Great
this
price.
would make a spectacular engagement ring. Look at the diamonds. You're getting your diamonds, but you're also getting this gorgeous spessartite garnet that has so much beautiful, rich color. $2,200. So wonderful. We are loving all of these gorgeous pieces of jewelry here. We are going to take a quick break, but we want to showcase our host pick one more time. This spectacular Ethiopian opal with so much color, play, the greens, the blues, the reds, the pinks. Such a lovely ring for $400. Very affordable. Very excited to see who's going to take that home. All right, don't you go anywhere. We have another 40 minutes left of spectacular jewels. We'll be right back.
Join the conversation and learn more about all of our products and pricing at PPJCTV. You're watching the Prestige Jewelry Club, live from the heart of Manhattan.
I was in such a hurry to get on the road because I didn't want to miss orientation, and I turn around and I see her smiling, but with a couple of tears running down her cheek. And then she hands me this necklace that she had had when she was a girl. The smell is what I remember most. It's sort of a mixture of peanut butter cookies and licorice. She's the only person I've ever met that liked licorice. But that's what I think of when I put this on.
Still more to come on the Prestige Jewelry Club, live from Manhattan's Diamond District. See more of all of our great products and prices, as well as our one-of-a-kind series on Pinterest.
When I was a young man, well, that's just the way it was. Where I was from, you got married and you had a family. And nobody had any money. My price range was nowhere near it was between a cigar band and a Cracker Jack box. 3 kids, and 30 years later, I thought I should get her what she deserved. But I wanted to get her when we were first married. And the more I see it on her, the more I see the tolerant young lady that I married.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the last 35 minutes of our Prestige Jewelry Club. We are going to fill this 35 minutes with some of the most precious gemstones and jewelry that you are going to love. We've got sapphires, blue sapphires, yellow sapphires, emeralds, and rubies. So get ready for some beautiful jewelry. I want to showcase one last time our gorgeous host pick of the night, this Ethiopian opal with white zircons at this gorgeous price of $400. A very affordable ring with a very large 6.07 carat total carat weight of our Ethiopian opal and white zircons. Well, let's move right in to our blue sapphires. We love this stone. It has such regal history. The clergymen, the high priests, everyone back in the day would have a blue sapphire. And now you can too. At these prices, you sure can. Look at this. Estimated retail value for this 7.95 carats of blue sapphire would be almost $50,000. Yes, it would. But at the Prestige Jewelry Club, because we're vertically integrated, we're going to give this to you for $21,348. A collector's item. Yes, it could be. Add to your collection.
Well, you know, you don't find a lot of sapphires in large sizes, and if you find them, they're not always gem quality. It's still a rare stone to have a large stone that is relatively clean, that has a good display of the blue, that is reflective of the light. That is unique, and I think that stone possesses quite a bit of it. Let me see a little bit.
Shaz, you look at it. Doesn't this look like the Princess Kate Middleton? Doesn't she have a beautiful sapphire, similar with diamonds around it?
Unfortunately, I don't know.
I think she
know
does.
that Diana used to have, the mother of the prince, and his name Harry. No, that's the younger one.
Well, there's Harry, and then there is Prince George. That's the baby. Anyway, I don't know my
You don't know the lineage
history.
and the royalty history.
No.
All I can say is that sapphires in large sizes are hard to come by. And when a sapphire has a beautiful color and it displays, and it's relatively clean, and is blue, rather than darkish gray or green. Sometimes you have other modifiers in it. Then it is unique, and it's considered a gemstone. And so this is absolutely up there. And if I'm not mistaken, this stone is from Nigeria. I have to double check my my information, but great specimen.
It is beautiful. I want to show another one too, because it's so fun to see these stones next to each other, so we can just, you know, admire them and kind of the difference. This one has, look at the difference of color, Irir. I mean, this one has a lot, it's brighter in ways. It's a smaller
Correct.
cut.
Yes, it is.
It's beautiful in so many ways. You're going to get 4.08 carats of this blue sapphire. Look at the diamonds, 0.56 carats of diamonds, micro pave all the way down the shank.
This is great.
Gorgeous.
And this is actually Nigerian stones, both stones. And you have to pause for a minute, because this is relatively a new find. Look at the cornflower blue. This is what we call a cornflower blue, and it was in the past only available from places like Burma. And that is extremely difficult to get by, and the prices are in the stratosphere. The smaller stone is a fantastic blue, and as we said, the larger it is, the more blue it is, the more reflective of light, the cleaner it is, the more expensive it is. And I definitely think this stone is gem.
Look at it with my bracelet. Can we get a camera shot of my bracelet with this ring, and how they both are?
This deposit in Nigeria is only about 2 or 3 years old.
Really?
It was only recently discovered. The
Lucky
quality of stones that we had before from Nigeria were not even worth faceting. This is fantastic finds.
Gorgeous color. I love the diamonds just filling the shank like that. It's just all about the diamonds and that sapphire. The price is nice too if you know what you're getting, because you're getting this gorgeous, bright, vivid blue diamond. I mean, the sapphire with the diamond. So $11,097. That is the price. We have one more blue sapphire we're going to show you. Gosh, this is gorgeous too. You might want to get your loop out for this one. I might want to look into it. You're getting 3.46 carats of this spectacular faceted cushion cut of blue sapphire with 0.62 carats of diamonds rings. Look at how thin the shank is. It's a very thin shank, a very thin band.
It is. It's a design, and
I like it.
Very delicate. It's a different look. The ring that you're wearing on your finger, on your right hand, is a more contemporary look. The other one is much more delicate, more balanced, and at the same time has a larger stones. Quite frankly, if this stone, if the oval stone was available in a much larger size, the price would be above all of these.
Because of the color.
Because of the color. The color is so unique and so wonderful. Really is cornflower blue.
Yeah, almost has, I mean, it's not like a tanzanite, but it has a little bit of that violet in it. It's gorgeous.
But blue is the dominant color.
Yes, it's all blue.
It is the dominant color. Now, may I loop
loop this.
The cushion shape, or is it an oval shape? It is a cushion shape.
It's a cushion.
It's another beautiful stone, but my preference is
like
the small oval. It has the best representation of very high-end sapphire.
It's pretty, yeah. Beautiful. A good price too for a sapphire. You're going to get that one for $9,788. A very good price, considering it's a large. It's 5.57 total carat weight, which is 4.95 carats of the sapphire and 0.62 carats of the diamonds. All right. So we just experienced the beautiful blues. Now let's kind of show you some gorgeous yellow sapphires. Now, yellow sapphires, where do they get that yellow color? Is it similar to the diamonds where you get it from nitrogen?
No, usually it comes from beryllium.
Beryllium, okay.
Beryllium. It's actually a metal, and all you need is trace element of beryllium, replacing some of the ions and atoms in the corundum, in the structure of the crystal of the sapphire, and you get yellow. Some of these stones are natural. Some of these stones have achieved their color as a result of treatment. It's called diffusion. And the colors are very different
They're
from stone
so
to
different.
stone.
They are.
Right. One is a little brownish.
One is golden.
One is golden. One is
orange.
very orangey and lemony. This is the fun in colored stones, that you never know what colors you'll end up with, and you have this fantastic array of colors.
Right.
There is a wonderful stone in sapphire that is called Padparasha, and it has the most incredible peach and pink and yellowish, and it's like, you know, the color of the flower of the lotus.
Yes.
That's what a
I love that
Padparasha
color.
is, and that's
what I
fetches
want.
so much money in the auction houses. Very rare stone, very difficult to find it in any kind of decent sizes and clean stone. So this is on the way to become a Padparasha, but didn't quite make it to be a Padparasha, because the Padparasha would have that pink and the orangey and the peach color.
Love that.
Imagine.
I would. Now, I mean, let's start with the more orangey tones. This is the 4.97 carats of this yellow sapphire. It's a sweet little pear cut. It almost has a heart accent to it because there's a diamond at the top of the diamonds. Do you see that, Irir? How it has just a little?
I can't see, but let me see.
little heart
On the prong? Or
at the very top.
Oh, okay. We have actually. This is a very interesting
It's shaped
design.
like a heart.
This is
diamonds.
an interesting design because you have a pear-shaped sapphire, and it comes from Madagascar, and around it the setting is shaped as a heart shape.
It's beautiful.
Pretty, very
And a
pretty.
great price too, $4,790 for this gorgeous.
Affordable.
Yeah, this is 4.97 carats of your yellow sapphire with 0.61 carats of diamonds. Beautiful. Split prongs, diamond studded, micro pave, two
Yes.
layers.
Could I look? Could I loop it?
Please. Loop it. Loop
Could
away.
I loop it? Yes, you are right. It's all micro pave with a hairline distance between the one row to the other, and a beautiful prominent diamond right at the crevice.
love that.
At the crevice of the heart.
Yes.
Beautiful. Nice.
It's a gorgeous ring.
Nice.
And it is one of a kind. All of these are going to be on our one of a kind series on Instagram and Pinterest. So check that out. So excited to have that. Now, so we're going to show this other total different color of the yellow sapphire. This is our oval yellow sapphire. You're going to get 3.65 carats. A very large carat weight for the yellow sapphire with 0.98 carats of diamonds, almost
That's nearly a
double carat.
full carat of diamond.
Look at the beautiful double
Yeah.
halo with the negative space, which we love so much, adding so much dimensionality. Look at that.
Dimensionality. Very good.
Dimensionality. It's a gorgeous ring, and it's a hefty ring. I mean, it's a noticeable ring from afar, absolutely. And whew, it's a movie star ring. This is exquisite. Oh, gorgeous. So this is $5,451. Again, you know you're going to pay a lot for sapphires. You just know it. So this is giving you an opportunity to pay 66% off of the estimated retail value.
You notice that the
beauty.
cut here is different. This is called a rose cut.
Oh, Like the diamonds earlier?
Similar to diamonds, there is no flat facet that
Right.
creates a table.
That's the rose cut?
It's the rose cut. It comes to an apex. It has a summit. So all the facets are pointed towards the center. But because it's a sapphire, it's a very subtle type of a summit. It's not very broad. It's not pointy. It's subtle.
It's a gorgeous ring. We love this ring. $5,451. All right, showing you one last yellow sapphire, a much more traditional cut. I'm guessing that this will be an emerald cut, or is that cushion? This is emerald cut.
This is an emerald cut.
What a nice engagement ring this would be.
We
Right?
can call it also octagon shape because it
Octagon
has
shape.
8 facets, 8 corners, 8
Beautiful.
sides.
Gorgeous. And look at all these diamonds. So you're getting 3.71 carats of this yellow sapphire in an emerald cut with 0.91 carats of your white diamonds. And Irir, do you want to talk a little bit about the setting? Look at this. Look at how the diamonds are just kind of blossoming out.
The design element here is to accentuate the prongs. These are all prongs. So you have prongs on the outside and you have prongs on the inside, and they're all rounded and capped and create a design element. You want to create a design element sometimes.
Right.
You want to use the gold to create a statement that is different than just setting the diamond in a micro-pavé. And this is what we had in
I
mind
love it.
for this ring.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. You notice that the center row is a little higher than the side rows, right?
I do see that.
Yeah. And we had it something similar earlier with micro-pavé. It looks completely different when you have it in big prongs.
Look at that. It's gorgeous on. It's a lovely ring. $6,120, saving you 55% off the estimated retail value. Again, our team of experts here at the Prestige Jewelry Club, we have over 100 years of combined experience. So we have people like yourself who's been in the industry for years, lots of experts that know exactly what you're going to pay at the fancy stores, at the big brands, anywhere in the world. So we estimate the price, we show it to you so you're very well aware, and then because we're vertically integrated, we go directly to the mine. We take the stone from the source, and then we do everything ourselves. It doesn't go through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different hands of men just cutting it and setting it. It goes directly to us, so we get to save the money and we give you those savings. So that's why you get over 50, sometimes over 60, sometimes over 70, maybe even 80% off the estimated retail value. So that's why we're proud here at the Prestige Jewelry Club. It's beautiful, lots of gorgeous colors of these colored gemstones, and we have some emeralds and rubies coming up. Let me show you these 3 gorgeous emerald rings we have. Again, you will be amazed at the difference of color that they each have. Remember this one?
Oh, yes. Yes, that was my favorite. I can't wait to hear that someone bought it.
I know.
Because whoever will own it will enjoy it tremendously.
Gosh, we love this one. You and I like similar things. We love the Pariba tourmaline, and we
That's
both love
true.
this gorgeous emerald. Oh, there's just something about this color. Okay, so let's get into our emeralds. Starting off, we will start with our oval emerald right here. It's 1.02 carats. Oval cut emerald with 0.62 carats of diamonds, 14 carat yellow gold. It's a beautiful ring. Now we wouldn't do an emerald for a engagement ring unless.
Actually, one of my closest friend has an emerald ring as an engagement
Really?
ring. And I guess she was a real pioneer. It was 1984 when she got married. Yes, and she said, "This is what I want." And I went out and got her a fantastic, beautiful Zambian emerald. And it was gem quality Zambian emerald.
Wow.
And we set it, she said, "I'm very rough on my ring, so can we put it in bezel set?" So we put it with 2 beautiful trillions. So we created this ship. You know, it was a square cut, emerald cut, and then 2 trillions. And knock on wood,
It's all good.
it's been lasting for quite a number
that's
of years.
great. Okay.
84 It's 30 years.
Wow. So
And
it
the
does
marriage
work.
lasts too.
The marriage lasts too. Well, I guess it's just about how you handle your rings and how it's set, because I bang up my rings and everything, but let's just talk about the beauty of these rings, because that's everyone's, own decision on that. But it's so beautiful. Irir, do you see how the yellow gold is just bursting out from underneath these white diamonds, giving so much of this yellow play of color underneath? I love it. And it's opening up the yellow colors of this emerald as well.
You got a very good taste and a good point here. We've gone over the limit. We could use 4 prongs, but we went with 6 prongs.
Whoa.
3 on each side of the on the ends of the oval, and it adds a wonderful design element. You notice?
Yeah, it does.
It's
It's
really
unique.
pretty. I'm going to borrow it for a second so I can take a look to see some other hidden treasure within that wonderful design. So we have a beautiful a circle of round diamonds, and then on the split shank they've done an interesting thing. They took 3 diamonds, 2 small, 1 large, and created a triangle.
Oh,
So there is a
yes.
sense of a 3-stone ring here.
I see that.
Right.
I
And
love
would you
that.
wear it as an engagement ring?
I absolutely
I
would.
would.
I would.
I would.
And it's a great price for an engagement ring too. It's $3,038. A really nice price.
Very affordable. And the stone itself got incredible
Color.
incredible color, incredible brilliancy. Very
Well,
pretty.
let's showcase our favorite stone. Goodness gracious, this Colombian emerald. You have 5.90 carats of this luscious green color. Look at that.
Yes.
It's so beautiful with 1.13 carats of diamonds.
Yeah.
Look
yeah,
at those colors.
that's-
Oh, I would
that's a
absolutely wear
barrel.
this every second of every day. I think this is my favorite ring ever. Oh, so beautiful. It's $8,532. What do you think when you hear a price like that?
Well, I know that I'm going to look at some beautiful stone. It's not going to be a price that is on a dark stone or in a very unimportant stone. This is an important stone, and it's got the color, it's got the brilliancy, it's got the shape. Love how the table, even though the table of the stone is made out of enough facet to create a squarish look, it reflects as a round. Did you notice that when you look at the table itself, the table is
True.
the flat facet on top of the stone.
Right.
Just marvelous.
It's round with these large 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 large square diamonds going down.
And they're all princess cut and they're invisibly set. You see?
Gorgeous.
So the only thing that touches them is the gold on the sides. There is a hidden gold in the back.
This
where you
ring would just
cut.
make me so happy just to look at. It
Lots
just
of
brings
diamonds.
a smile to my face.
This is a lot of diamond.
Oh,
Oh,
I
and
love
does
this.
it go with your shirt?
It's just a
My.
gorgeous. It goes with everything. It goes with my eyes. It goes with my nose. It goes with my lips.
It goes with your daughter.
It goes with my daughter, my hair. I love this.
This is a
ring.
gorgeous stone.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous
And
ring.
$7,679. That's our fabulous price here at the Prestige Jewelry Club. So I'm going to be very jealous of whoever buys this one tonight. So ring up, call us. It's absolutely free to join the Prestige Jewelry Club. All right, we got one more Colombian emerald. Another beautiful color. Gorgeous. Would you call this a square cut?
May I look
Why
at
don't
it?
you look at it?
Yes,
Square cut?
this is square cut. Well, emerald cut, I would call it, and it does look Colombian again.
It's beautiful. The baguette diamonds. Gorgeous ring. And it's a nice price too. This is $7,587, saving you 55% off the estimated retail value. As we can see here, this would make a nice little engagement ring too. Yes, it would. Beautiful emerald. We love
And this
our
is
emeralds.
I verified that. It's a Colombian emerald. And what is so wonderful about Colombian emerald is the quality of the green. It's a very rich green.
Yes.
Remember when we were kids and we would go through, you're probably going through that with your daughter, when you have all your crayons and all your pencils, and you look for that deep green that has that bluish tinge of it.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
it. This
is
is
the
it.
green crayon.
This is the emerald.
Have you
This
been
is
down
the
to
emerald.
Colombia, South
No,
America?
I haven't. I haven't been to Colombia.
I haven't either.
That's a
Been
country
to-
I would love to go,
Me
but
too.
just didn't enter into my sphere of possibility recently.
Gorgeous ring. Lovely design too. It's classic cut. Beautiful. Excited to see who's going to take this home. So let's showcase our 3 emeralds one more time. Starting with our oval, and then starting with Anna's favorite in the world, and then ending with our gorgeous square emerald cut. There they are. Look at those brilliant colors.
I'm willing to bet that if we had set this stone in the same fashion that we have set that stone, with the princess cut, invisibly set for princess cut, you would be equally enamored with that ring.
Really?
I am willing to bet, because I see what you're attracted to. You're attracted to a lot of diamonds. You need that
I love
sense
this
that.
color. I love this color.
Oh, you
It's
love the
light.
color. Oh,
I love the
okay.
light, the color of this
You know,
emerald.
there are 2 particular mines in Colombia. One is called Chivor, and the
I have
other
lots of
one is
diamonds,
called
too.
Muzo. And I'm suspecting that this one is from the Chivor mine, where the stones are a little less saturated with chromium. It's slightly different. It's more bluish. It's also more clean. You notice how clear the stone is, how transparent it is?
Yes,
Yes.
But I do love the princess cut diamonds kind of stepping down. These are also clean and clear. You know, it's not a lot of art around it. It's just chunks of stones.
It's very contemporary.
Beautiful.
Very contemporary, goes with a contemporary girl.
Yes. Well, here are 3 gorgeous emeralds. I'm going to give you guys one last look at these before we bring over the queenly rubies, ending the night with rubies. But we do want to take a quick break before that, so we'll pop back in about a minute, so don't go anywhere because we've got 10 minutes left of our Prestige Jewelry Club on Tuesday night. We'll be right back.
You're watching the Prestige Jewelry Club, live from the heart of Manhattan.
I was in such a hurry to get on the road because I didn't want to miss orientation, and I turn around and I see her smiling, but with a couple of tears running down her cheek. And then she hands me this necklace that she had had when she was a girl. The smell is what I remember most. It's sort of a mixture of peanut butter cookies and licorice. She's the only person I've ever met that liked licorice. But that's what I think of when I put this on.
Join the conversation and learn more about all of our products and pricing at PPJCTV.
When I was a young man, well, that's just the way it was where I was from. You got married and you had a family. And nobody had any money. My price range was nowhere near it was between a cigar band and a Cracker Jack box. 3 kids, and 30 years later, I thought I should get her what she deserved. But I wanted to get her when we were first married. And the more I see it on her, the more I see the tolerant young lady that I married.
Look at this gorgeous Ethiopian opal. As you can see, the color play as it spins around. Look at the red, the green, the blue, the purple. So much. It's like fireworks on a July 4th evening. Look at that galactic it's just floating in space. It's a planet of beauty. I love that. And the price is $400. The price is low because you're getting, yes, a very large Ethiopian opal cabochon, but you're also getting white zircon. So they're kind of disguised as diamonds, even though zircons are fantastic stones in and of themselves. That is the host pick for the night. So excited to see who is going to take that home. Very excited. So our last 8 minutes of the show tonight, we have some beautiful rubies. The Queen's Stone.
Queen.
The goddess. The color of red. It's so nice. Okay, so let's start right here. We have 2.02 carats. It looks bigger than that, of our amazing rubies with 0.91 carats of diamonds. What a beautiful ring is this. I love this. Now, would this be oval cut? I guess they say oval cut.
It's oval, yes.
Okay, but then we have the square of the diamonds.
It's a square setting.
The rose gold is so nice.
It's beautiful, and it accentuates the pinkiness, the reddishness of the stone. And you know, all of these stones are from Mozambique. Mozambique is in Africa.
Right, I've never been there.
And it's right south of Tanzania. And this is another recent find. You know, we were talking about sapphires from Nigeria, that's a recent find. Opals from Ethiopia, that's a recent find. Tsavorite, only available in Kenya. Tanzanite, only available in Tanzania. And now we have this incredible find of rubies. These are gem quality rubies.
Gorgeous.
And the colors are so much of the Burmese rubies, what we call a pigeon blood.
Pigeon blood.
I don't know why everybody thought
blood.
It was that the Burmese rubies were like pigeon blood. I guess the pigeon blood has a little bit of pink in it, modified by really intense red. But this is the color that the world so desire.
Well, I know that in North Africa they eat pigeon meat. I've eaten pigeon meat in Morocco.
I have too, actually.
Yeah?
Yes.
It's kind of good.
Stuffed pigeons.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Always about food. Okay.
We're segueing into food.
Well, let's show our second ruby. This is a really beautiful, very delicate, sophisticated, feminine ruby. You're getting that gorgeous oval of 1.84 carats of that ruby with 0.43 carats of the micropave diamonds with that yummy rose gold just seeping through. So there's lots of pinks and yellows and orange colors opening up in this ring. It's a gorgeous ring.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to talk about something because I saw something in the news today about glass-filled rubies, and one thing we can assure you that these are not glass-filled rubies. These are the new crop of gem quality of rubies from Mozambique. And they are not glass-filled. They are not treated in any way and shape. The only thing we do here is we hit the crystal when they're still rough. The quality of these rubies is unique. Up until 2 years ago, the only stones that came out of Mozambique were very included stones with inclusions that opened to the surface. They were cracked. That's why they ended up with some unethical people who filled it up with red glass.
So that's what happened. They just fill it with glass?
They filled up all those cracks with red glass.
Wow.
Totally unethical.
Wow.
Totally unacceptable. I dread to think what would happen to a stone that is glass filled when it falls by chance on your floor. We are lucky because we got the most incredible Mozambique wonderful natural red
all of
rubies.
These. And that one was $3,106. A nice price for that beauty of color in the ruby. Now the last ruby we have about 3 minutes left of the show tonight, so I'm so excited to be ending with these stones. I mean, what a way to end the night.
It's a beautiful stone, natural completely. In the old days you had to go to Burma to get those kind of colors.
Not today.
Thailand was another source of rubies, and they were mostly very dark, kind of brownish and blackish. This is a joy to the eye. Look at the redness.
It sure is. Look at that red and pink Yummy, gorgeous ring in every way, and you're getting a full 2 carats of a ruby. You're also getting 0.85 carats of diamonds as it kind of wraps around in this loop, in this interlocking links, which we love, all the way to the back. The entire thing is interlocked with your 14 karat yellow gold. It's exquisite. The color is gorgeous. It's a powerful ring too because it's substantial and it has that locking element to it all the way around.
Very contemporary and at the same time classic.
Well, here are our rubies. Gorgeous rings, beautiful rubies for the night. Do we not love this color? So excited. These are also all one of our one-of-a-kind series. They will post these on Instagram and Pinterest. Very excited to see who's going to take home one of these. Gorgeous rings. Again, we have our oval, and we have, this is a larger oval. This is 4,000, this larger opal right here is the $4,198, saving you 54% off the estimated retail value. And then we have our cushion square. It's oval, it's another oval, sorry, they're all oval cuts.
In a square shaped setting, and that one is 4,111.
Good prices for these
and
beautiful
again,
rings.
it has 0.91 of diamonds. That's substantial.
This has been
so you have
much
some
fun.
wonderful choices. 4,000, 3,100, 4,111, 3,106, and 4,198.
Good prices for these gem quality, luscious, yummy rubies. It has just been so much fun, Irir. I mean, I love being on here with you. We've had 3 full hours of trying on some exquisite stones, and I just want to thank you all for joining us tonight. You need to know that part of what we want to do here at the Prestige Jewelry Club is provide our members, like you, with insight and information. That's why you're here, Irir, about the most beautiful gems on earth, these color gems that we love so much. So always feel free to call us up and ask us any questions you have about our jewels, share stories, social media. We love when you post on social media. It's all about being a club. We're part of a club. We want to hear from you. And congratulations to those lucky callers who did call in and took advantage of our great sales, and to, I believe it was the lady who bought that gorgeous tanzanite tonight. Congratulations to you. I can't wait to see a picture of you wearing it. We'll always provide you with the absolute best values and great quality gemstones. We will be back Thursday night. Check us out Thursday night from 7 to 10. We will offer you more beautiful pieces at extraordinary prices. We will see you Thursday night on the Prestige Jewelry Club. Have a great night.